Hey, there we are. It says we're live.
We're live and in person.
There you go.
So we got some people on already. Ride for Barbecue's on. Janice is on. She said those are speed bumps over there off of Fort Meade Way, but it's pretty packed down. They were asking about it, and it's just a little bumpy. You know how it's got those bumps in it from the big semi trucks going through there. And it's Marie Wright and her husband, Mr. Wright, I guess. I don't have his name. It's their anniversary, so we want to say a special happy anniversary to you. And congratulations. I think she said 46, but I don't see it now. I thought she had the year up there. Oh, there it is. 46. So, yeah, next year, or this year, I guess, will be 47 for us. We got married in 79, so you must have got married in 80. So that's kind of cool. And DeBeard was on, too. I see him. Janice, how hot is it down there? It's pretty warm up here in this area. We went out for a ride yesterday, and they say if you go to different towns, you know, the higher elevation, and you'll get it won't be as hot. And it was about 100 almost everywhere. Just for maybe 5 minutes during the ride, it was about 89. So it wasn't too much cooler. But like I said, that only lasted a few minutes, and then it right back up to 80. Sturgis, Rapid City were the highest. It was about 107 at both of those. Vail out there at full throttle. I don't know why. That seems to be a really hot spot. Michael was talking the other day. He said it was out there. I heard him say it was 112. It's like, so we're trying to get all this heat out of the way before the rally starts, so you guys don't have to put up with any of it. Richard's on. He said he just had his 51st anniversary. Well, congratulations. That's a feat in itself, isn't it? Dave and Linda's on from Utah. Janice says it was really nice here, not real hot. That's good. And XM Biker's on. I hear myself talking.
You got something turned up.
Yep. I guess it was that. So now I turned it down. So now it's not bad. So we're doing good other than trying to stay cool. We didn't do a whole lot today. We went to lunch thanks to Mike and Brenda. Went to lunch with them up at the Deadwood Lodge. And thanks for lunch. They brought us down here. And we got down here earlier this morning because we wanted to find a parking place because in Deadwood there's not a whole lot of parking around, and we wanted to make sure we got a halfway decent spot. So we rode the trolley up there, and then they drove us down here. So we appreciate that a lot. Dinner and all right, how about that? So Deb's on. She said, "Yeah, cool that place down. We need some cool air." They're coming from Florida, and it's been miserable down there. So we're doing our best. I don't know what to tell you. I would have thought by now that Arizona heat we brought up would have dissipated by now, but it hasn't. So we'll see what happens. Big boy Mike's on. So he's up there in Minnesota. 96 degrees in Minnesota. That's pretty warm for up there even. Because it's really been, like I said, pretty warm. We went for 2 long rides. We went out. I don't know if you did the videos for all those yet, but we kind of went down the 85 again. When you get to Cheyenne Crossing and you turn left, you go down there. He's trying to fix the camera. So when we talk to Doug, because we're at Sick Boy Motorcycles right here on Main Street in Deadwood. And Doug's going to come on. He's going to show you some of his new stuff. He's got a few pieces he was thinking about selling, so he's going to show you some of that. He was friends with a famous person that you might know and love and might want this piece. I don't know, but he's willing to sell it. So Crap on a Cracker's on, and Sandy and Billy, how are you guys doing? A week and 3 days before they leave for Sturgis, so it won't be too much longer. It's getting close. Can you believe it? It's just crazy. Chip's out there in Rapid City. It's 105 out there right now. Too hot for him. He says hi to everybody. Wayne's on. He says hello from North Carolina. That's where Janice is at. You guys may not be too far apart. That was Wayne. Richard said landing in Kathmandu on 8-4. There you go. We'll be right there. Craig and John is on, waiting to get back out there. So Craig's coming back, and then I think Jonna and sister-in-law are going to come back out and just spend a weekend, I think.
So there's a lot of things going to be going on. We already got vendors setting up in Sturgis. We've got the LED guy. He's already out there. There's a stereo guy that looks like he's going to be open by next week. He should be open. A lot of them can all open. Depends on their ticket, their pass that they got. You get 10 days and 10 days. So they could actually open. They could, if you bought another 10-day one, they could have already opened on Saturday. So a lot of them might be a couple of people we might see come on Monday. Right now, there's a lot of t-shirt places. The leather places are all open. They got
There's
their
one
tents.
light place, LED place. That's right
Yeah,
there
the
on
LED,
Junction.
yeah. They're there. They're already open. A few of the vendors are getting to Black Hills Harley already. We've seen some of the tents. The tents are all up. You'll see that on the video next week. But you'll see the tents there. A lot of those right now on the videos we're behind. We're actually putting out Tuesday's video right now. I'm working on Tuesday's and Wednesday's video. So we got a lot of great stuff to still show you before we get, before you get here, or if you're not getting here. So
Just for fun of it. I don't know. Just so you know. There you go. FYI. Lincoln. Let's see if I can show you Lincoln. I don't know.
this is that
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Lincoln. Lincoln, come here. Lincoln. Me, come here. He says, who's this one?
No. Says, I don't know what you're doing.
Lincoln. Lincoln.
Says, what's that guy doing up there? Come help me. Come help me.
Lincoln. Come here. Come here. Up here. He's just wagging his tail. I was going to show you Lincoln.
And he's been on the videos before, so you might have seen him. So we're at Sick Boy Motorcycles right here in, I'm going to say
Deadwood.
Daytona. He actually was in Daytona too. They'll be there for Biketoberfest. They're also going to be in Ocean City. So you can check out their mobile unit coming out. They both come out, and Doug and
Missy.
come out and put on the show.
There he
There you go.
comes.
Now you finally
Come
get it.
here. That's it. Oh, no. Lincoln. Lincoln. Hey. Lincoln. Lincoln. I got candy. Where's your toy? Lincoln, where's your toy? He doesn't want to turn around. Lincoln. Lincoln. Where's your toy?
It's just itch my back.
Yeah.
So he's not going to see it. A little bit, we'll get a camera going and I'll show you the inside of the store. Check out. He has. They've been in business for 28 years, so they've been doing this business for a long time. They make all their own shirts and their lettering and all this stuff. It's really cool. They also got Sick Boy Garage, not Sicky's Garage. They got Sicky's Garage shirts and stuff here. Originally, he had the name originally. And he worked with them and started the restaurant stuff, but they're not his restaurants. But he was tied in with them to get the name and use their logo and his logo and all that kind of stuff. So that's something from way back when. So it's kind of the cool same thing.
Chip says, at least it's not as humid as it's been the last few days. I don't know. I still think it's kind of humid. I don't know.
For us.
Janice says, new North Carolina starts stretches from the mountains to the seas. Is that a saying they've been saying?
So somebody's on North Carolina. From North Carolina, we're talking about the heat everywhere. Was it hot down there when you left? It's crazy. Everybody's having heat waves. Somebody in Missouri showed us that the heat index was 122 yesterday. Yeah.
So Kay Handy's on says it's 102 there in Iowa. Feels like 118.
We're doing a live.
Mr. Skull's on.
Well, that's all right.
He's
That's
up
all
there.
right.
Oh, it's,
We're not
it's
professional.
facing toward
Oh, it's
us.
facing us, so you can take a picture of mine. It's looking at us.
So Mr. Skull's here. He's out there. I don't know if you've ever seen him. I'm sure you've seen him around Sturgis.
Have a good one.
He's got all the skull rings and jewelry, and if he comes back around here again, we'll put him on. But he said he wanted to come down for it. Greg's on. He says, hi, Bob and Tam. 1 week from tomorrow, they're heading west. Right for barbecue says 95 here in Missouri, but very humid. Yeah, it gets like that there. Sandy's on. Says cool ceiling fan behind you.
Turn my phone sideways.
I don't know.
I need to flip my phone around. Gotta go to settings.
Neil's on. He says, good afternoon, Petite Nation. Hey, Neil, how you
Right.
doing? Richard says 92 in Birmingham, Alabama. I bet you it's humid there too. Myron's on, and Pam had a bad storm last night. Wow, that's crazy. Because I did feel the wind, the trailer shake a couple of times. So we'll see how that goes. Wasn't too bad. And then Neil said hi to Janet. Sturgis has heat coming. Ambient temps 105 to 111 last week. High to mid 90s today. It's been warm out here. It's been in the hundreds. So Bob's walking around the store showing you guys where everything's at. Are you talking? Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to be talking or he was talking, and we're talking over each other. But he's walking around the store showing you all the cool stuff. What's all back there and what's going on, and he'll probably show you. Maybe he'll find the dogs and show you Hudson and Lincoln. Lincoln's the poodle, Hudson's the labradoodle. So puppy's getting big. I haven't got any pictures this week, but I got pictures last week of her. So don't have a name for her. We're still duking it out over the name. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what he's doing there. So Neil saying hi to Janice back. There you go. So there's some of their stuff that they have. They just had the rodeo in town. It was over yesterday. So some of those shirts are for the rodeo. They had specially made for that. That's what he's showing you. If you, I don't know, I might be a few minutes ahead of him because I can see live what he's doing. But on my camera, what you guys are seeing, it's a little behind. So I don't know. I guess it would catch up with it, I guess. I don't know. Dinah Defender. Pretty toasty here at Chris's campground in Spearfish. Yeah, we went out there, was it last week or the week before, and talked to Lene. And she had somebody come in that she needed to talk to, so we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with her, but we drove around, showed you the campground, so it was pretty cool. I think there's all their doggy stuff they've got. Got a lot of doggy toys and things for that because they're very pet friendly. Here they've got big water bowl out front for the doggies. I haven't seen him run across Spull yet either. Spulls, I guess is what he calls himself. Some of their shirts. They've got really good high quality shirts for a reasonable price. They're not like $45 and $55 for a t-shirt like they are at that's their new shirt that they just got in. I think that's for women. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. That one looks like it's got yellow in it. I think the one I saw didn't have yellow in it. But those are some of those nylon kind of, not really dry fit, but very thin, like work shirts. So a lot of people like that. Heading out on Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Excited because this is our first year. Well, that's cool. Can't wait to meet you. Kay Handy is Mulcher, 9553. I don't know what your first name is. But where are you staying at? Because we're at Kathmandu for the rest of the duration of the rally. XM Biker says, hey to Neil. Kenny Hunskers, says good afternoon. Harley One Forever says 75% packed. Don't forget the ring. We did a wedding a couple years ago. I don't know if you remember. And the groom left the ring at home. Not at home. Fortunately, it was just in Rapid City, but he left it at the hotel. And they were getting married at the Buffalo Chip. So that's my advice to you. Don't forget the ring. So they're saying hi to everybody. But it has been pretty warm. Like I said, we're hoping the temperatures cool down for the rally. They said there's been rain around the area. Where did we go yesterday? I guess it was up in Hill City, up in that area. And Bob's like, look how green it is. And it's because in Sturgis, it's dry. There hasn't been a drop of rain there probably since, I would say, the end of June. So it's pretty, there I am. So it's, yeah, been pretty dry out in Sturgis. But they say here and there, there have been some rain showers throughout the hills, but just not in the city limits of Sturgis.
So we're looking out the front. Doug's going to come and show you something special. He used to do a lot of business with Evel Knievel. If you've been watching the show, he actually had a chair down there in Daytona that Evel used to sit in during the rally. So he did a lot of promotional stuff with him and stuff like that. So he's got a couple items he's willing to sell that he normally doesn't show to anybody. So we're going to be showing that soon. So stay tuned and you'll be able to check that out. Maybe you might want to buy it. So we'll see what he's got. And pretty cool. They just got that museum out there in Las Vegas. Just opened up the 25th of June. And so that's all up and going.
Look in there and see that when we get back home.
So if you're in Las Vegas and going through Las Vegas, you want to check out the Evel Knievel Museum. It's downtown. It's not too far from Fremont Street. just around the corner. So easy to find, easy to locate, and all that kind of good stuff. So pretty exciting. What else is going on is everybody's pretty much getting ready for the rally. The Iron Horse is here. You're going to see, we went over to Steel Pony the other day. You're going to see some of that on the video coming up here in the next day or so. So pretty cool about that. Doug got a new shirt in for the ladies. You're going to see that tomorrow. That'll be on the video tomorrow. You can check out something we happen to come in when you open a brand new box with some brand new stuff in it. Some pretty cool shirts. I don't know if Tam's going to get one or not, but she might. And there'll be something cool for if you're coming for Sturgis that they have. Some limited edition stuff. So
yeah, they only got, what do you say, 80 pieces?
Yeah.
So
big variety of sizes. And so come down, and it's really kind of a slick material and stuff. Maybe we'll show that on here again. I don't know. I might save it for tomorrow's video. Yep. So pretty cool.
So Neil says, here's your commercial. Please hit that thumbs up button for Bob and Tam and ring the bell. There you go, Neil. Thank you.
We appreciate all that.
AZ Kid says, good afternoon. And Jean's on says, hi, Bob and Tam. Hey, I think it's Jean. Maybe it's Jen. Jen's Ken? I'm good. Anyway, Harley One. Okay, they're talking to each other. Harley One Forever says, you're 75% packed. I said, don't forget the ring.
Yep, you get married out here during the rally.
Yep, on the 8th, Saturday the 8th.
So pretty good. You know, we went up and did some riding yesterday in the hills. I don't know when that video is going to come out. But I'll just give you a little heads up right now. Some of the things you want to make sure you check out. You know, a lot of people don't know about Von Knocker Road. They did recharted it and chipped it, but it's right now it's 100%. If you're coming from Nemo, it doesn't start right away. You probably go down, I don't know, probably halfway. I'm not even sure if it was charred and chipped when we went by
no, the
her place. Yeah. So yeah, not even halfway probably they charred and chipped it. But going down the hill, going into Sturgis, it's done. It's all done. It's not slick. There's no rocks. So it was in really good shape. We rode it yesterday. Went up it. I didn't go down it, but I had pretty good speed going up.
I gave him my cough. I'm a little better, but he, although I did have a coughing spell last night.
So what else you want to do is if you're coming down Spearfish Canyon. Now, one of the things that we don't know yet is Cheyenne Crossing is what we've heard. Somebody told me the other day, it is for sale. Right now, they're having a hard time finding help. They're right now only open mainly on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think it is the days they're open. You want to check if you're going to go down there. When we talked to them the other day, they didn't know if they were going to have enough help to open. We'll probably stop down there again next week to see for sure if they're going to be open during the rally the full week, but they're having trouble finding help. So if you're in the area looking for a job, there's one place that's looking. Also, if you're out in Custer and you're looking for a job, Black Hills Harley has a vendor truck that they have down there selling shirts and stuff, and they're looking for 3 to 4 people. Usually if you're high school age, college age, they kind of like younger kids to work those booths. If you're interested, contact Black Hills Harley and find out who to talk to. If you have any trouble, contact us and we'll tell you who to call. Get your phone number. So we'll have to call them and get the exact number who to talk to. So they just posted that the other day. So that's up and going too. There's other places. The Knuckle is looking for some staff there, some cooks and some waiters and different things like that still. If you're looking for jobs, those are just a few places that are looking. Other roads to think about is when we got down there talking about Spearfish Canyon, Cheyenne Crossing. You need to take the right and go up the 85. In the next 3 years, they are going to destroy that road. They're going to try to straighten it out. You're going to lose those
curves. They say
curves.
It's too curvy.
Because morons don't know how to turn the steering wheel. So if you want to enjoy that road, put it on your bucket list this year to ride the 85 right when you leave
Cheyenne
Crossing at
Spearfish Canyon.
Make a right-hand turn there. You could go all the way up to Newcastle if you want. Then you get to Newcastle, you can make a left, and then you go down Jewel Canyon.
Jewel Cave.
Yeah, and that is a switchback. Quite a few. It's a good, from that way you're going downhill. It's a really nice ride. It's pretty close to Newcastle if you just want to turn around and go back, or you can go on into Custer. You can make the loop, go down to Custer State Park, or you can make a left and go and see Crazy Horse. That's all right in there. Those are some of the rides you need to put on your bucket list before they ruin it. The 385, we'll be riding it one more time next Saturday. So you'll be able to see that next Monday. That should be up. And if we do our live on Sunday, we'll tell you what we thought about it. We'll get to see it yet, but we'll tell you how it is. Temperature is getting higher. Yesterday, we did ride on a couple roads that had been tarred, and we didn't have any issues right around 100 degrees.
Get a few of those tar snakes.
Yeah.
Watch them. GK Rides is on, says, hey, Bob and Tam from Central Pennsylvania. Harley Went Forever says it's packed as ring. Al Davis says, when are the vendors opening up at Rapid City Harley Davidson? They can open up as early as that.
This Thursday.
This Thursday coming up.
Some of them are coming in, but the majority, probably about 70% of them, will be open on the 1st.
Joe Casey's on. He said, hey, he loved the brothel video. That's actually right above us.
Yep.
Where we're sitting right now.
That's Saturday's video.
He said he loves the
little history.
Cool history. Yep.
And Doug knows a lot about it. He spends a lot of time researching.
He loves history, so especially about Deadwood down here. Neil said, did you tell the folks about the hotel closure? I spoke to Randy. He says he still has cabins open, but he didn't say how many. Did you ever get a hold of that Sean, the nurse, and see if he was going to bunk up with you? I don't know.
So that one I put on the Facebook page about that hotel closing, I got that from another feed. That's why I put it up. It wasn't me looking for a hotel room. It was somebody had posted that saying that. Now, somebody else had told us that it was a scam, that there was nobody. It was just somebody making a scene, that they called the hotel and they didn't have any reservations on their book for the rally. So I don't know. The reason I put it up was to let anybody know that if they were staying there, it's gone. They tore it down. They actually said it closed about 8 months ago. So it's been closed for quite a while.
Well, another thing, if you did book and you didn't think you got contacted, check your spam, because somebody else said they did have a booking there for the rally and they did get a cancellation notice or saying that the refunded their money and that the hotel was not going to be there, but it was in their spam. It wasn't in the regular mail. So don't forget to check your spam.
Yes.
Don Mason's on. How are you guys doing? Are you guys coming to Sturgis this year? I know we saw them down in at the Beaver Bar in Daytona this spring. Shooter 69 full is on, says hello. Joe Casey says, is that black bike in the window a shovel head?
Yes. Yes. I know, because he was telling us he took it outside. He fired it up this year. I wish we would have been here.
Oh.
It spewed a lot of oil when it fired up. But yes, it is a shovel head. It does run. So you get running. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that when he comes around. He can tell us about his bike. And, so, yeah, it's pretty good. And Doug and them is just a really great people. Yeah. We ran into them, actually, Ocean City a couple years ago, and they wanted to know why we never stopped in and talked to them. I said, well, we really don't do T-shirt people. And they said, well, we're really not T-shirt people. We're clothing people. And so when they kind of showed us what they did, and the stuff's original, and they have it all custom made, it's high quality. Actually, he had some shirts over there right now for $21.99. Unless you're a 2X, that was the only time when the price starts to go up. So you pay $22 for a shirt that's already pre-shrunk cotton. It's a cotton shirt, not some cheap shirt that's got polyester and all kinds of crazy stuff in it. So he is very reasonable on his quality. And I seen a shirt in Daytona. I don't know if I ended up filming that girl or not. She'd been wearing a shirt, and she wears it all the time. She said one of their shirts.
And one of his original designs. So this is probably 20 years ago.
28 years ago.
Yeah.
And she still wears it, and it looks pretty much like it came off. I said, you should have bought it from her. And he goes, no, I want her to enjoy the shirt. I said, well, because it would have been look great to be in a frame and had her sign the shirt the day she bought it. But he says, I got a lot of those shirts that come through here that people wear.
The reason he knows, because he changes his designs all the time. So when somebody comes in with an older shirt on and he recognizes that designs, he's thinking, that shirt's 15 years old, 20 years old, 28 years old. So he can kind of tell by the design on the shirt how old that shirt is and that they're still wearing it.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. We'll give a little better look at that bike. Move my phone a little bit here. Not falling over. I should set my phone on the floor. I can see it better. And but yeah, they're really great people, and we thought, it's good. We knew it was already going to be hot this weekend, so we wanted to come out here and spend a little time with them. Like I say, they're one of our sponsors, and they're sponsoring us the rest of the year for the next couple shows. They got Ocean City and also Daytona Biketoberfest. We're going to be there. Ocean City, we're not. We'll be doing some Zooms with them and stuff like that. We'll be talking about Ocean City and stuff like that. They're still having some issues with Ocean City. The new promoter. I thought for a company that's used to doing disasters, that doing a rally would be nothing. But they're having a lot of severe problems. Oh, we see the little trolley just drove by. It only costs you $2 to ride a trolley one way. if you want, or $8 for the whole day. If you got $2 cash, you can get on the bus. If you got a $5, they're not going to give you one back if there's two of you.
Yeah.
But all day it's $8, but you got to buy your tickets down at the train station where I got ran over at. That's where they give the tickets out and buy. Otherwise, if you have cash, we didn't know you could do cash.
We went in because they give you little tokens because we only went one way. We thought we were going to go both.
Well, maybe when we leave, if we take it on the way back, we'll get the scenic route on the way back.
So they give you a little, like a poker chip.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Yep.
So for $2, and so we took it to go up to. They were willing to come get us, but we thought, hey, if we could just take the trolley up there. They only made stop at 76, and they went right to there. So I don't know if we get on the trolley here. If
we get it going that way, it'll be going back to the
we
train
won't get
station.
to take the scenic route.
If we catch it on this side of the street, we will.
Oh, does it come down this side too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We'll take the scenic route on the way home.
And it'll probably take you up to the cemetery and all that.
Take you some pictures of what the ride would look like. Hey, for $2, you can get a free scenic tour of Deadwood.
Not narrated, but
you can watch our video and we'll narrate it for you. How's that sound?
So Joe Casey says he loves his chopper or his shovel head. I miss terribly my 75 FL8 shovel. Joe, you still have yours. Yep. Sounds like he does.
And, but yeah, that's what, the old bikes are really cool. And most everybody that ever had one wish they would have kept them, because it is hard to find. Now, one of the cool things, if you're coming to Sturgis, over at the Full Throttle Saloon, back in, I don't know if it was during the World War, if it was during Depression, I don't know when it was, but when shovel heads and all that were kind of going down the tubes, some companies came over and they bought, or maybe America took a bunch of shovel head parts and all this different stuff over to Japan and sold them all these parts. And so now these guys, there's a whole bunch, I think it's like 28 of them are coming to the Full Throttle Saloon with custom built bikes from Harley Davidson's. So we don't know what we're going to see, but I'm really excited about that. And Michael kind of talked to me about it the first day I got to talk to him. We haven't got him on camera yet, but hopefully next week we'll get able to
get him down. It almost seems like he's busier now than he was last year trying to get all them bridges done.
Yeah, it seems like it. We've seen him a lot more last year than this year. This year I've only seen him once. Well, I seen him the other day, but he was in the store, and by the time I sent somebody in there to go talk to him, the phone rang again. He had to take off. Might be better to go in there in the afternoon and try to chase him down. Because it's
go down there like 10:30 at night.
Yeah,
he'll be standing.
Hang out at the pizza place.
Yep. But we thought we were down here late last night, but it wasn't as late. It was probably only about 8:30, 9 o'clock. He thought maybe we'd see him because we went just to see if anybody knew it. Popped into town and opened a tent, but didn't really see anybody because we were on a ride all day yesterday. And then we met up with G. Ratham and a couple other people. Forgot their name, sorry. But that was really cool, meeting up with them. Oh, I didn't show you the blowout he had, did I?
No. Make sure you check your tires. I don't know what blew his tire out, but he had a blowout on his tire that we'll put up on our Facebook page and stuff later on. But he was out today riding and he had a blowout. And, wrong kind of blowout. It was his pants blowout. Must have caught his pocket on something.
I don't know if you can see it there. That's better. Yeah, he said, I had a blowout today. And I said, oh, man, things happen. And he says...
Thought we just see a tire.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Of course, that's probably what he thought we were thinking. But anyway, you guys ever eat Canyon Grill? Yes, we did a video on it.
Yeah, we made there twice.
Watching the videos.
We made there. We wanted to do, which I don't know if I'm going to end up having time to do it. Maybe we'll do it during the week.
Salty Badgers on.
That we'll put a bunch of the places we've ate and throw them up. We did find a brand new place that we haven't made it to yet. Maybe next week we'll get over there and check that out over in Rapid City. And we had somebody else that actually talked to today. Actually, we ate with. They actually ate there and said it was really great food too. So we'll try to get out there next week. I don't know what the temperature next week's going to end up being. But mainly if you come out here to Sturgis, you just got to make sure you get up early and do your rides. Get out around 7 or 8 o'clock. Now, we seen yesterday, we rode on Old Hill City Road that cuts through between Hill City and Keystone.
As hot as it was.
And this was probably about 4 o'clock. Probably 3:34. We never seen so many small baby deers standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know where the mamas were.
I'm going to try to put that on video. We're going to be doing a video soon. It's going to be on Keystone and on Hill City, and we'll put that road in between We went out there and just kind of did a little exploring to show you some things you guys should check out when you're out there. Because that's one of the things you really need to do when you come to the rally. You know, it's great to go to the Full Throttle, the Buffalo Chip, hang out on Main Street, go to the bars. But I mean, you got to get out. You're not really experiencing the full rally by just staying in town. You need to get out here and check out. You know, everybody comes to Deadwood. Deadwood is commercialized. It gives you that old feeling. They do gunfight. They do a bunch of cool stuff here. They got a lot of events going on here, but it's not like stepping back into Keystone, Hill City, Custer, just to get into those little old towns and just kind of see what's going on. You know, Keystone, I think Keystone's the one that's only got 240 people live in their town.
Yeah.
And it's a very small town. And I mean, it's just a lot of cool stuff going on. You go out to Badlands, maybe check out flying in that plane. That was a really cool experience.
Especially those of you that love the Badlands, because I know a lot. He always poo-poos it, but I know a lot of you really like the Badlands, and if you go out there every year, this might be a new experience for you. Instead of seeing, because you can see a lot of the park that you can't see right from the road. So if you could go out there and do that, that would be a pretty cool experience, I think.
Yep.
So Marie's on again. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I did wish you a happy anniversary, you and your mister. And you must have got married the year after us in 1980, because our 47th will be this year. So they said they're celebrating that. We talked about the Canyon Grill. Chip says, everyone says they leak oil, but they're just leaving their mark. Those shovel heads. Joe Casey said that's right. Neil says he misses his 84 Evo. Joe says he'd like to get a 57 pan rigid sometime. Penn State, Hunter's on. Hey there, Terry. How you guys doing? Tim Barker's on. I think you guys, we will miss you this year. Poncho's having backup. Aw. Freddie had a kidney problem. Hopefully we'll be recovery soon. I know, we're all just getting old. Hi, Poncho. He said to say hi to Poncho. Gary is up to his old tricks. Daryl S. and Tammy's on. They said good afternoon. My buddy had a 65 pan police special. That's pretty cool. The last year they had electric start. Sad to say he passed away. His wife sold it. Yeah, that happens. All right.
So pretty cool. Just a lot of cool stuff. But I mean, you just need to check out as much stuff. You know, and the longer you stay in Sturgis, the better off it is. The earlier you come, you know, a lot of people, I've just talked to some people the other day, they really recommend people to come after the rally. I don't recommend that. The problem with after the rally is a lot of these places bring in a lot of staff. And a lot of them will even shut down, or they're really cut back, or they've ran out of food, they've ran out of beer, or whatever they might be having going on.
At least the week or so after the rally, it
could be a turmoil of what's going on here, because everybody's kind of recuperating from what happened during the rally. So I'm not a big one that recommends after rally. Pre-rally, yes. Pre-rally is always a great time. You're just like this week. You could have came to Deadwood today, and you could have had pretty much the whole town to yourself. It never was crowded. We sat out here this morning, and we got here about 10 o'clock, and the parking lot was about a quarter way full, the free parking lot to park in, where I got killed at almost. And so we walked across the other crosswalk. No, not that one anymore. So it's really, there goes some bikes. Quite a few bikes came by this morning. We probably had, I don't know, probably sat out there about an hour.
Hi.
Here, we'll give you an official sticker to have you join. Where you guys from?
Oh, okay.
We used to live in Peru.
Okay.
Yeah, we had all of you live there.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I used to have the Skelly service station in Peru next to Norm Neff's Ford, across from McDonald's
on Shooting Park Road.
I had that back in the early 80s before they tore it down. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I worked at Princeton. I worked at Faber and Zerline Chevrolet for a while in the parts department there in Princeton. Yeah. I did that for a short time before I opened the gas station up. So, see, it's a small world.
Very small.
Yeah.
How long are you guys staying for?
2 weeks. We're going to leave the day the rally starts.
Okay.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. And it's good. Are you having a good time out here early? Not too crowded, is it? Did you have fun at the rodeo? Okay. Yeah. Pretty good.
I'm jumping.
All right. It's great meeting you guys. And you ride safe. And
have fun while you're up here.
Check out our Facebook page and stuff. We'll be doing some ride stuff. You guys want to go out with us?
All right.
Yeah.
There's Lincoln.
Yeah. Friendly dog. He loves everybody.
So that was Lincoln that just walked by.
Yeah.
So Don, sorry, no, we're not going to go to Ocean
All right.
City this year.
Thanks for stopping.
Yep. Good to see you.
So some subscribers. They didn't seem like she really wanted to go on, so I didn't show you her.
I don't know if you could even see him. Could you? I don't know.
Well, I didn't turn the camera at all. I didn't want any. She almost didn't look like she wanted to come in because we were doing the live. Some people always think when we're doing this that they can't interrupt us. This isn't like we're filming something. We're filming something, but it's not like we're trying to film for a video that we're making. That's where I always say don't interrupt us if we got a camera and we're interviewing somebody or something like that. But when we're doing something like this, it's never a bad idea. You can always come and talk to us because you guys are on here. You can talk to them too.
Yep.
And also, if we're sitting with somebody, 99.9% of the time, we're sitting with another subscriber. So unless
and you're all our friends and family,
yes.
so everybody's
you're always welcome. You know, the only exception would be like even at that, if we were over at the Full Throttle and we're talking to Michael, if the cameras are down, you can walk up and say hi to Michael. Or if we're here and you want to talk to Doug or something like that, that's not a problem because we don't want to interfere with their business either. Right. As long as we're not filming, it's all free game. And we don't mind introducing people to people that we know. We know, which it is. This is one of the things that I love about what we do is the connections that we've made in this industry. We know so many people that are really important people in the industry that I would have never got to know or meet if it wasn't for this. Yep. So it's kind of cool. And you all get to come along with the ride to see all that, what we do.
So Crispy Epic says, hope you guys are doing well. Great. Well, great. Thanks for what you've done for the community. Oh, I got a commercial. Thanks for you done for the community. Check your 10 cup cheers. There you go. Cheers. Neil said, Chip, I was born in 54.
Oh, and they said Billy's in town, which was a T. We're going to have to check him out. I told her the other day she should write and see when Billy's coming in. And he was just in here last night. Yep. Doug stopped by here and talked to Doug. They're good friends. And we should have had Billy. Should have came in here today. And,
we could have had him get on too. I told you we were going to call him and tell him. Anyway, Sam's Philip Travel says your Custer State Park video was great. Loved your camera work, Camp. Well, if it was about the bison, that's his camera work. On the bike, riding around. Well, unless it's the front camera, then that's his. He's got a thing up there. Sad brother to have missed that one. Don't know what that means. They must be talking amongst themselves. I'm seeing a few people walk by, beat there. Yep. Glenn Mason's on. Hey, 13 days, so we head that way. Are you bringing your new truck? Neil says the worst part of the guy died, and I'm not sure what happened to it. Oh, I guess they're talking about their bikes. Always see interaction with the viewers.
Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Okay. Jeff's on. Jeff Pope's on.
Yeah. We'll turn it towards you.
Okay. Glenn says, how hot is it there? The heat index is over 115 here in Kansas City. It's pretty warm. Somebody sent me something, and I don't know. I can't remember what it said. That somebody passed away. It must have been out in Arizona or something, and it said he was 89, but it felt like he was 109. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Shooter says, you guys, something, Mayor looking great, are looking great. Well, thank you. Then let's stay.
You didn't see our picture from 14 years ago. I posted on my personal page. We're no longer spring chickens.
Nope, not anymore. Terry says the brothel video was awesome. There's Michael Adams, great couple with great content for the biking community. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for your support, Michael. That's who we had lunch with today, Michael and Brenda, or Mike and Brenda. 3 years older than me. Jan says I was thinking about turning 64 this past year. Okay.
Right.
How was the Cannon Grill by the golf course? It was pretty good.
Yep.
So, it was, we enjoyed the food. It was really good. The steak was very tender. It was very good. We kind of split the steak. They have a lunch menu, which is a little more reasonable, and then their dinner menu, which is a little more expensive. So depending on what you got, splitting a steak wasn't bad. I think it was $49. And it came with the baked potato and the steak. And I think that was it, but it was really good. It's all signed. Oh, that's cool. Okay, pretty cool. Okay. Smash that like button, folks. Glenn says. Thank you, Glenn. Come up or we're invited, when and where. Their wedding is going to be Saturday, September 8th, or not September, August 8th. At
Was it really?
Yeah. I was going to say, so the picture.
so Cool Whip's wedding is the 20. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Many moons ago.
So you don't have that picture no more, huh?
Oh, God. I don't know.
That was
the
pretty
8th at Bear
Many
Butte.
moons ago.
So which one are you going to get rid of?
I'm going to flip it for him for this one. I already turned him around.
You can see it when I hold it up.
All right.
Now, I'll do this, a little bit of the backstory.
So Doug's going to get on here and talk just a little bit and show some of the cool stuff he's got.
Say something and see if we can hear you.
Hey, guys. Is that not loud enough? Is that okay?
It's behind.
Wait a minute.
Or do I need to?
No, we'll see. Okay, no, we can hear you.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you're on.
All
Tell me
right.
about what you got.
Hey, guys. Doug from Sick Boy. So I'm going to do a little bit of a blast from the past. I'm not sure if anybody out there remembers my store in Daytona. Not the one we're in now, but the little store we used to have down in the middle of Main Street. Used to be across from all the major bars. So up here comes Lincoln has to get in every shot. But anyways, how many remember when Evel Knievel used to stop in our store? So back in the day, he was a good friend of mine. He used to come to the store and sign autographs. I'm going to show you guys a picture. Old school people might remember this when I was next to Helen Humphrey at Humphrey's Jewelers. That's my Ford pickup truck. And you can check out what's in the back of it. All you guys remember when I had that on Main Street in the back of my store. It was quite the process trying to wiggle that thing through the doorways to get it in. And then we got the Evel Knievel Evil Ways book. And there's a very handsome version of me. And Evil. I'm not sure if I'm in the right spot. Okay. That was in the same store in Daytona next to Helen Humphreys. But then in my other store, Evil used to come in all the time and sign autographs, sign posters, meet the customers. It was just awesome. He did it for about 8 or 9 years before he passed away. So what I wanted to show you is this really cool thing I got. So 26 years ago was the Wembley Stadium 25th anniversary. 26 years ago. So I'm trying to think he jumped in 75, so 51 years ago. Wow. 51 years ago. Holy shit, am I old? So anyways, that was when the jump was in Wembley Stadium. And 26 years ago, I spoke to the guy. His name is Alan Raymond. He was a BBC photographer. And I don't want to unseal it. And he took all these pictures, and it's the famous sequence of Evil jumping Wembley Stadium and crashing. So Alan Ray, and there's an original ticket for Wembley Stadium. And you can see all the pictures. There's 6, 9, 12 pictures. Him doing a wheelie on the bottom. And then the cool thing about this, not only did the pictures are they high quality first generation because I bought them from the photographer to make the poster. When Evil saw these things for the first time in my store, I want to be careful. He took them, and on the back of each photo, he wrote what he was thinking when he saw the photo. Like this one right here. He wrote, you can read it, crossed up, no suspension. And I'm going to show you what the photo was that he wrote on it. And you can see that XR had no suspension. He just squashed it. And when he squashed it, it had to come back, and up and over the handlebars he went. And then this one right here, you can see I'm trying to hold it. It's real heavy. You see that photo right there? Is it clear in the thing? Okay. So on the back of that one, he wrote, trying to hang on. You know what I mean? So it was just a really cool piece. I've had these pictures since 1999. And I finally got them framed. I'm probably going to sell it during Bike Week. As you know, we also have a few other photos in the store. I mean, you can't talk about Bike Week without talking about Evel Knievel. We have very few things left. We've been going, about 17 years, give or take, 16, 17 years. And over the years, because he used to come to Bike Week, he always signed a bunch of stuff for me, post his pictures. And we don't advertise it anymore, but we still sell them in our store. We have a small display in our store. And they all come with a COA. Everything is guaranteed for as long as you own it. If you come to the cash register, there's a picture on the lower right-hand side of Evel wearing a Sick Boy shirt. It was actually a funny story. He called me up. He was going to come to my store on Main Street. And he said, Doug, bring me a Sick Boy shirt and give me $25,000. And I'll tell everybody it's the best shirt they ever made. And I said, that's really nice. I appreciate it. But how about just showing up? And I'm not going to give you $25,000. Just show up and be you. And he knew I wasn't going to pay him. He just wanted to be funny. And he ended up putting the Sick Boy shirt on for free. So I got a picture of it. And somewhere out there, a bunch of you that stood in line have pictures of Evel in my store with the Sick Boy shirt on. I'd love to get one. If somebody out there has one. I have one photo I took in his motorhome with the Sick Boy shirt on. But he was in my store signing autographs that day. And they shot an A&E special also with Robbie and Evel both on the sidewalk. And they both came in my store that same era when Robbie was doing his Knievel's Wild Ride show. But it was a crazy time. It was awesome. Evel was he loved the fans more than anybody. I mean, the stories I could tell you, it was just incredible how he didn't let anybody down. He stood there and shook hands. And the thing about it was, unlike today's people that come to Bike Week and sign autographs, Evel signed everything for free. There was never a charge. If you showed up with a lunchbox, he'd sign it. We did sell posters for $10, just so somebody that showed up with nothing to have signed, they could have a poster signed. But there was no charge for an autograph. The poster was straight $10. And we still have some left from the day. But it was just, in today's world, he was one of a kind. He didn't, granted, I paid him. But a lot of people get paid for an appearance and then turn around and charge for autographs and charge crazy fees, which he never did. And it was so nice. And I'll never forget, I got a photo. I got to find it. One day we did a show in Connecticut, and a guy came to the spot where Evel was signing autographs with this photo of him on a pedal bike in Massachusetts, black and white, all taped up. And he said to Evel, he goes, I've saved this my whole life, knowing one day I would meet you. And the guy broke down and cried. And I swear, half the people in line were in tears, eyes watery, seeing this guy shake while he shook Evel's hand as a 45-year-old adult, knowing he saved this picture of him as a kid. And we ran that picture in an ad a couple times when it said, who wouldn't want to be Evel? Yeah. You know what I mean? It was just anybody that's 60 years old like me, he was our idol, man. How it took so long to put him in the Sturgis Hall of Fame, shame on you. Shame on you guys for putting other people ahead of him. He should have been in second year that place was built. But anyway, stop in our store in Deadwood. Check out the Evel stuff. We have some oddball stuff. We still have a few CDs and a few VHS tapes we sell for $5. So if you want your grandkids to know who Evel was, you can show them on your old-fashioned VHR player. VCR. Yeah. I'm so old, I forgot what it was called.
So they also asked, they were very impressed with the bike you're sitting on. So tell us a little bit about your bike.
So this is kind of I'm going to move that over to the side. So the bike, believe it or not, my wife won. So there was a raffle in Laconia, and they would going to raffle it off that week. And I hate to say the girls that were raffling off weren't doing a really, really good job hustling. So we kind of watched them all week and figured out they didn't sell many tickets. So about 2 hours before the raffle, we bought $1,000 worth of tickets. And we just prayed they weren't going to shake it up too hard. And we got lucky and they didn't shake it up too hard. So I painted it. My buddy did the pinstriping and stuff. It's got a S&S shovel. It's got a Baker 6-speed. It's got a Speed King knuckle. So it's got a drop seat. So it doesn't have a lot of suspension, but it's fun to ride. It's a fast little bike. So I can't take credit for building it other than some paint work and a little bit of other stuff.
But you fired it up a couple weeks ago.
I did, and it just like a true to a shovel head. It sat for 4 years and it shot out a big skid mark on the sidewalk, and my wife yelled at me for not getting a bucket. So next time I start it up, I got to let it idle a little bit longer and get a drip can that holds about a quart of oil, because these shovels that the check ball always gets stuck and leaves a big skid mark on the sidewalk, and I got in trouble. I had to go buy a bag of Speedy Dry. But now it's awesome.
So what's the hours going to be during the rally to come in the store?
Hours are by appointment only. And the first people who come are the ones with $1,000 minimum. No. So we're open every day at 9. We close between 9 and 10, depending on how busy it is. You know, a lot of people think we should be open to midnight like in Sturgis. But Deadwood is a different vibe. People come to Deadwood early. They eat and shop. And then around supper time, they go out and have dinner. And they're off to the bars drinking. They don't want to carry a bag. It's not like Sturgis. Deadwood and Sturgis, two totally different things. There's, in Sturgis, it's more about having a bar, hanging over the balcony, watching a girl in a G-string and heels, if they still do that in Sturgis as far as the G-string and heels. In Deadwood, it's more about shopping and casino gaming and real restaurants, not tents selling turkey legs for $30 or $25 corn dogs. You won't get any of that stuff in Deadwood. You get sit-down meals, a couple. I'm trying to even think. I don't even think there's any fast food other than maybe.
I got Pizza Hut.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Taco John's and a couple things like that are permanent, not a tent selling vendor food. You won't get that in Deadwood, but you can get a good drink at every bar you go into. Our favorite bar is the Old Style number 10 or the Saloon number 10. That's the best place to go. If you don't have a good time there, you're just a deadbeat. I mean, you don't have any fun left in you, because that's the best place in town. And we usually go there quite a bit after hours to try to unwind after doing a 12-hour day, dealing with you fantastic customers. We sit there and kind of reminisce about the nice ones. but no, it's good. We're open at least 12 hours a day, and after that, I'm fried.
You meant that she photobombed it.
Who did?
The other half.
Oh, yeah. She hates. If I could get her. Come here, sweet pea. No, she says no. She's in her non-biker outfit today. She looks very cute.
Non-biker.
Non-biker.
No sick boy shirt on?
No sick boy shirt on. Yeah, I always have a sick boy shirt on. But come on, Misty, come over here. Come on.
They're going to see you in the store anyway.
Yeah. So the reason
all we can see is your boobs.
I'm sure they were complaining about that.
We always talk about one of our vendors. He sells love jugs, fan coolers.
Where you holding your hands, Bob? I'm not sure about that.
When we get around that, we always talk about love jugs. You know the love jugs.
Bob's like this, but he's talking about love jugs. I'm not sure why. But
more than one set of them.
yeah. All I can say is do yourself a favor. Come here and grab a shirt. The kickstand is very short. I'm afraid we're going to roll over.
Well, you made me sit down.
No, we didn't.
God forbid I have my wife sit on my lap. Look at this smile. Up. Uh-oh. Do not feed our dogs. If you come in our store, don't take after my wife.
Do not feed them.
You can pet them. You can love them. Lincoln loves everybody. Hudson loves everybody. Do not feed them popcorn, beef jerky, hot dogs, or anything, please.
It comes out faster than it went in.
Yes.
One way or the other.
God forbid it comes out in the store during bike week and we're not paying attention. We look like bad dog parents.
Yeah.
But thank you, guys. I'll see you. And don't forget, Deadwood, we start bike parking a week from today. So we start the Sunday before Sturgis, which is the 1st. So August 1st, you can start parking your bikes right out on the sidewalk. Come on in, fill your sick boy bag.
Saturday.
Man, I hate people that know shit that I don't know. Okay, so we start August 2nd, which is a Sunday.
I don't want people to yell at me and they get their bike towed.
Yeah.
Because he told us it was okay to park.
Oh, yeah, and this no diss against the Deadwood cops. But don't park on the yellow. I'm sorry, you can park on the yellow. Don't even put a tiny bit into the red. Don't put a tiny bit into the crosswalk. They will absolutely give you a ticket. This is not negotiable. They love to raise money during bike week. Please, and I hate to say it, you have a drink, have somebody give you a lift or stay because it's what they live for, guys. I mean, we all enjoy beverages.
What kind of new products we got in the store?
Oh, we got a new ladies button down. We got
You'll see that Monday. We got that coming up on Monday's video.
Yep, and we got a new. Well, we got 4 pallets coming in. So if anybody wants to come help unload, they're coming in next week. And then we got a new ladies crop top that's going to be awesome. And unfortunately, right after Bike Week, we got some new stuff that'll be on our website because right after Bike Week, they have the car show called Cool Deadwood Nights. So for Cool Deadwood Nights, we stock up a little bit more on the Sickies Garage stuff, which sells better. And
some new designs coming out from there.
Yeah, well, they'll be in during Bike Week, but maybe not the first couple of days. Just a little bit of a factual history. Myself and my wife started the Sickies Garage brand in 2004, and it's grown, and it's awesome. And I did a couple of posts that joked about it. My original intention when I started it was to sell it to guys over 50 because I didn't think guys over 50 would wear skulls. Boy, was I wrong. I'm 60 and I'm still wearing skulls, and so do most of our customers. But that was the reason for starting the Sickies Garage was to do a line of clothing with no skulls.
So is Sammy Hager going to have one of your shirts on this year?
I hope Mike does. Sammy doesn't wear them. Michael Anthony regularly wears a Sick Boy shirt. Kenny, the drummer, and if you come in, you'll see Kenny. He's on our wall framed up, and he's on the cover of Modern Drummer a few years ago with the Sick Boy shirt on. And we've been lucky. We've been lucky in that aspect. We've had guys in the bands wear our stuff, and it means the world to us. I mean, right now on tour was Bon Jovi, and Phil X was sporting some of our stuff, which is awesome.
I was also talking about that girl that came in the Daytona store that had that shirt from, 20 plus years ago?
And they still look brand new. That's the one thing I got to say, man. We're really lucky. So what people don't realize is the person that printed this shirt, and this was a Bike Week Daytona shirt, first time, was the printer that printed our first shirt in 1999. So people wonder why our stuff lasts so long, because we use the same printer. Sure, if I want to save 10 cents or 20 cents or 30 cents, there's always somebody that's cheaper. There's always some, and then you get inferior work, and the customers don't come back, or the customers aren't happy. We use the same products. We use the same screen printer for 27 years. The same printer. Awesome guy, does a fantastic job. If it's ever questionable whether I picked the wrong color, he'll call me up if I'm not there, or if I'm home and he's printing, he'll call me up and say, you got to come down and see this. I don't think the color works. And where other people in the past that printed for us have just printed it and said, well, that's what you wanted. It looks crappy, but that's what you wanted. He won't do that. And that's why you come in and you see our stuff. And the one other thing we do not do, and I shouldn't say this because it's kind of like a trade secret, only because I'm very adamant about what people do. I do not do AAI. I need a shirt with a skull. I need some flames. I need an American flag. And I need a motorcycle engine. And, oh, yeah, you might as well throw the president on there, too. And we're going to print that. And that'll be what we call the #1 design. We don't do any of that. None of our stuff is AI generated. None of it. Everything is drawn and then retweaked. If we don't like the direction, we'll change it a little bit here and there. But none of our products have ever been or ever will be, hey, I need a skull with flames that says Daytona Bike Week 2028. And make the same shirt, but change the Daytona 2028 to Sturgis 2028. And then after you've done that, change it to Laconia 2028. And if you notice, that's why all the rally shirts look the same. It's just the same shirt with a different location. We don't do that. We have some shirts that have Deadwood on it, some shirts that don't have any location on it. We leave it up to the customer to decide what they want to buy. But our stuff is cool, which I hate saying. I would let the customer say it because it's not AI generated. Every skull, everything. If I put a shovel head on a shirt, it's because I know it's a shovel head. Most of the people that sell shirts in Sturgis, event shirts, wouldn't know a shovel head from a pinhead, from whatever. You know what I mean? A lawnmower, Briggs and Stratton. So, but we don't do that. We take pride in everything we do, and we hope it shows. See you guys for the next 3 weeks. Right here. Later. Deadwood Main Street.
All right, so let me flip the camera around here so we can see ourselves.
Yeah, put that away so it don't get broke.
Yeah, I sold a couple things to the Evil Museum in Vegas, and this is one of the things I thought they were going to buy, but Evil's kid Kelly hates me.
You would buy it.
Well, he won't let the guy that put the museum together buy anything from me anymore.
Jeez.
Because
Then I better not say nothing about you when I'm there, huh?
are you going to go to the museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me no me. Well, he won't be there anyways.
Yeah.
But one of the helmets I sold them, and the cane I sold them, and one of the rockets that was there is the rocket that's in my photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I heard it's in the hood, but it's pretty neat.
It's
All
not too
right,
bad.
so we're back. We're back.
Oh, I wasn't looking at messages.
Well, he wasn't going to answer him anyway. Some people were saying it was pretty cool what he was saying.
How many people ever met Able Live? Neil says he has once. Oh, Jeff Brown retracted his message. Oh, hello from Tucson, Arizona. We are flying my son in on Friday for this weekend. He won't have his bike. He will have to drive everywhere. Oh, that stinks.
There is, if you're looking for a bike, Indian Motorcycles on LaSalle, they rent motorcycles. Somebody said that they've been able to get, well, the rental store is actually based in LaSalle. They rent motorcycles. Also, somebody has told us they've been able to pick up some bikes at Eagle Rider out at Pappy Hoyle. So you might be able to go online and see if you can book something through there. There is people we see moving around over there, but the doors aren't open or nothing.
When we were out there waiting for Jesse, a guy came up, opened the door. A few minutes later, a guy pulled up.
So yeah,
they
so they may
took
be
a
doing
bike
some
and
stuff
left.
there. If you get here, maybe on the 26th or something, you might be able to get a bike for a day or two from Midwest Motorcycles. You can give them a call down in Daytona, find out what day they're going to arrive here. They're going to arrive somewhere along the line. I don't know what day. I don't remember what day they told me they were going to arrive. So you can call them and you might be able to get a bike before somebody's picking it up for for the 7th. If you come in early, I don't know what day. I can't remember what day they said they were going to arrive.
I don't know. Mary
Don't worry about that.
says Paching, Bob and Tam, almost time. Johnny, Chicago, and Jersey Joe are getting ready to leave. So are they coming with Mark? Is that the same group of guys? Sandy says, love the signs and pics of Evil Knievel. Anthony Evans says, what's the name of the shop? Where we're at is called Sick Boy Motorcycles on Main Street in Deadwood.
Yep. They're, let me look at the number on the outside. I don't remember what it is.
Joe says he still has his Evil Knievel lunchbox. Gotta run. Janice says, bye, Janice. Have a good night. Joe's going. He says, good night. Art D's on. I'm here. Pateen Nation, hello. Hey, Art, how you doing? I think he's down there in Tampa, that area. 616 Main Street in Deadwood is the address here at Sick Boy Motorcycles. Steven's on. I got your update for the night. Sticks and Stones is Bozo. Says, can't miss it, Anthony. Deadwood is tiny. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, it's the same length as
What?
Sturgis Main Street, Deadwood Main Street.
Well, it depends on how far you go. Main Street goes way up that way.
No, I guess it.
So, yeah.
The shopping stores.
The stores, I would say
6-8
probably
blocks.
it could be bigger than if you go all the way down to what do they call it, Hardy Square or something down
Yeah,
here?
Outlaw Square.
Outlawed Square, all the way down to the other end. It could be longer than Sturgis, or it could be about the same length. It's probably not any shorter. It's probably close to the same length, or maybe a little longer. Deadwood is. But then, like I say, I thought you could park on both sides of the street. I could have swore they did allow that, but they're saying no, so they're only can park on the one side.
We
So-
always thought that. I think it's Main Street, and then I think a lot of the other ones, all the other little cities do.
So
Let
it'll
you
start
park on
next
both sides.
Sunday, the second. They will second. Yeah, second. They will start closing Main Street down to
And
where
you'll be
we
able
can
to
park.
park on the west
Yeah.
side of the street.
Yeah. And stay out of the red zones, stay out of driveways, and stay out of handicaps,
Crosswalks.
unless you got a handicap, and crosswalks.
Rick says he was at the Evil Museum in Las Vegas grand opening. Anyone liking evil items, you must go there. Has his life from 1965 to 1980 plus. I
But
heard
if
they
you-
had a lot
But
of.
if you talk to Doug, he probably knows evil better than probably anybody that's alive. He spent a lot of time with him, traveling with him and stuff like that. So he really knows a lot of history. If you want to know a little bit more, depending on how busy it is during the rally, to talk to him, and he just flows by.
Yeah.
They're taking the dogs for a swim.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they the dogs are always here. They got some cats in here too. They've got
Mr. Wu and Bill Hiccup.
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
Well, Bill don't like nobody though.
No, it's Mr. Wu that
Oh,
doesn't
Mr.
like
Wu don't like nobody.
Uh,
Mr. Wu's not your friend.
no.
But you see on that guy's shirt,
Oh, it said, "You know, lose at Mr. Wu's." It was
L-U-S.
L-U-S. So yeah.
She was looking at it, and she couldn't figure it out. And she
Well, I
goes,
kept reading
I
it,
get
and
it
reading
now.
it, and reading it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get
"No
it. Now.
luge, you know
You
luge."
know, lose at Mr. Wu's.
The guy was in front of us.
Yeah,
She's
walking
gonna
down
have
the
to
street.
get her that shirt.
Is Eagle Rider going to have bikes at Rapid City Airport this year? They did a couple years ago.
That I don't know. You'll
Okay,
have to
Eric.
call them and see. We don't really, because we have Midwest Motorcycles, is who we really push motorcycle rentals with. So we don't really have we haven't talked to Eagle Rider in a long time. I'm not even sure if the guy we know is still there.
He is. I talked
Oh,
to
is
him the other day.
And so we need to call him to see about doing our ride in May. We're going to be coming down to that really soon. If you're interested in going with us, our first or second week of May, we're going to be riding up the coast. We're going to try to set it up and get everything done here right after Sturgis. So if you're interested, you need to let us know. There's no extra. We don't charge you for our great tour of what we do. It's just the hotels, and if you do any of the events that we'll be stopping at along the way. And we'll talk more about that as we get closer to the event. But we had a couple different ways. One, if you want to ride your bike in, that's fine. We can meet you in LA. If you're trailering, you can bring it to the shop. It's another 250 miles to get over to where we're going to take off at. Typically, it's about a 6 to 7 day ride up and back. Total days.
So Mary says, yeah, that's the same group. So that's what I thought. Anthony Evans says, thank you. Neil
On
says,
car seat.
thanks.
We're
Yeah,
bouncing down the country
thanks.
road.
Thanks, Tim, for the shop's name. Eric K says he's leaving Milwaukee on August 6th. Mary says, Johnny Chicago is talking about joining the chicken run this year. There you go. Big Man Texas says, how do you too? Have you already had dinner? Great to see you. We had lunch, and we just got invited. Ken invited us to go to the Sturgis Brewing Company for dinner tonight.
Who did?
Ken, he's the one that's been here, and he's asked a few days, what are you doing today?
Uh-huh.
And they were going to go to the Badlands. I don't know if they made it out there yet. If they did, it was probably hot. Yeah, so I don't know about dinner tonight yet. Jim Halo says, hope to see you both in Sturgis this year. Kelly, like, I see it. Looking forward to getting there. My second time, first time in 2000. My son's first ride. There you go. People park low, walk up the hill. When you're fresh downhill, bike when tired. I don't know what that means, Neil. You know it from Knoxville. No trailers for us. So I guess they're riding their bikes.
Okay, so there's all that's going on. So kind of give you a heads up what's going on.
He didn't take his book.
We'll take it back to
Yeah.
leave. Nobody carries it off. Evil Gnievel.
Flies.
So-
Flies are big. They are cutting the fields and flies are out. Scott Schuler. Hey, how you doing?
Bring a
Hello,
fly
Mama
swatter.
Sam. Yes. from the Southwest Minnesota, where it's 103.
Some of the things you need to bring, definitely bring sun tanning lotion. You need bug spray, a fly swatter, a cooling fan, a mister,
lots of water. Maybe one of those things that you wear around your neck. You get it wet in water and put it around your neck.
Because at this moment, it looks like it's going to be a warm rally, but who knows? We still got 2 weeks to go. We'll have to see how the roller coaster. But I mean, everybody that lives here says they've never seen this type of heat this early in the year.
And this long. Because we did. When we first got here, it was cold. And then we had a week of warm weather. It got in the 90s. Then it got cool again and rainy. And then a week was nice. And then it got warm and warm.
We've had about 3 weeks now. Because it started at that when we were trying to do the live, it was 108 out there.
Yeah.
So that would have been at least 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so from that week already was already starting to get warm, Thursday and Friday. So then when we seen how hot it was Saturday, or Sunday, it was like, we got to get out of here. So we went to a lot of places got air conditioning. Like along here, like Deadwood, all the doors are open. Sturgis the same way. All the stores have the doors open. So you can walk by one of the doors, step in some of the stores and cool off. But you're out riding. Like I say, it is hot. We did get up into the hills and stuff and did some riding. Some of the temperatures really dropped. You do get up around 6,600 feet. There's a couple of state parks up there that you can hang out for a while and suck up some of the cool air. It was
a little cooler in Rochford.
We have a few caves out here. You can go into. It's about 55 degrees when you get down inside the caves. So there's some of those that are out here in this area that you can check out. Main thing to do is maybe pull up your weather app a day or two ahead and kind of see what the temperatures are running. Like I said, yesterday we went out to Hill City, Keystone, went out to Moonshine Gulch. It was all about 97 to right about 100. All of those three were about that. Now, when we went into Rapid City, when we first got into Rapid City, it was about 103. But once we got over like where the dealership and stuff was at, it was 107.
Because you go down, you can see, I don't know if he shows it on the video, but I show it's the valley. You can see it's really a lot lower. Once you get down into Rapid, it gets hot.
Now, we have been getting some haze then from the fires they're having in California, Canada, wherever the hell they're at. Today is really clear. Yesterday we were on our ride. We were coming into going down Mount Rushmore Road, coming into Rapid City. It was really clear. You could see a pretty long distance. So that's really cool. That'd be the best time to take the airplane ride. She said you could actually see, I think Custer State Park or something. She said something.
Bear Butte.
Oh, Bear Butte. You could see from out in the Badlands if it's a clear day.
From up in the airplane, yeah.
And that girl, what makes that ride so special is not just going up in an airplane. She used to work for the Parks Department, not here, but in another state. But she knows all that stuff. So when she's taking you around, she's just like one of those tour guides that take you, like
on a bus or whatever. Yeah.
And tells you all these important things. Go look at this. You can see it over here. Look over here. Look over this. Like Neil, all the missile sites, she shows you where they're at. Ones you can't even get to in a car or a motorcycle, but you can get to and she'll show you where they were at in the airplane. So it's just so much information that when we got off, it was just like, oh my gosh. Like I say, it was an hour ride. And I would have thought it was up 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah,
it went by so really fast. We were up pretty high. We never really, I was going to ask her how low we could get, and I never did ask her how low. We could see some cattle and stuff, but you couldn't really couldn't tell if it was a cattle or if it was a bison down there. But you could see a lot of different things. And I figured she probably could have went down lower if we would have asked her, but I didn't think about it until after we got off the plane. If we could have got down a little lower and got a little closer to because she's got the right of way to fly. So people have to, if somebody wants to fly close to the Badlands, they have to contact her because they've already designated her that flight pattern all the time. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And like I said, I think she's the only.
And what's it called?
Female Fly Badlands.
Yep. And it's right there in Wall. You can actually walk from Main Street. It's right there.
The only female woman pilot that has her own business in the United States. Pretty cool. Kelly, like I see it, says riding up from Florida next Saturday and leave the following Saturday on the 8th for Deadwood. There you go. Art says it's 107 in Ruskin, Florida. Ooh.
Everybody, I think pretty much everybody. Somebody put up today, was it Rogers, Arkansas? Where was it at? But it said it was 97 and the heat index was 122.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was in Arkansas.
Was it Arkansas?
It was, what's the big town there? Little Rock? Maybe it was Little Rock. I don't
Somebody
think
had
it was
posted on
Rogers.
Facebook, and I'm like, holy crap, now that's hot. It's 122. It wasn't actually 122 degrees, but
It
that's what
felt
it
like
felt
it.
like. It was
The
the dew point
humidity.
being high. A lot of people talk about the I don't know, is that it's not the guy from Full Throttle, is it? The guy over there in the coveralls?
I don't know. He doesn't look familiar to me.
He's always got a hat on.
I don't know. I guess he's gonna go check it out. Oh my gosh, the smoke downtown Chicago. You could not see. People were wearing masks. I know. I guess it's coming. Is it coming from Canada? Is that where the big fire is this year? Seems like there's always a big fire during Sturgis, either in California or Minnesota, Canada. It's crazy. Harley One Forever says, "See you guys soon. We're rolling Saturday. All right. Be careful coming out. Safe travels." Kyle says, "The brothel video was great. Love to see more history videos of the Black Hills region." I know he had talked about that. He says, "We need to find out more history before we just talk about stuff." So, but we did find, everybody always loved the little taffy plates in Keystone that closed up. We found where you can buy that taffy made by the same people and where you can buy it at. It's in a video coming up, so you'll have to watch the video. It's a video about Keystone and Hill City. So that's pretty cool. Willie fire near Curlew, Washington, 5 miles to Canada. Okay, so it's not quite in Canada. It's been hard breathing in Lewiston, Idaho, Neil says. Heat index where I'm at, Nebraska, is 117 right now, says it's Cameria. Mary says, yep, it's Canada. And Rick says Trump is 112 with 18% humidity on Friday.
It feels like 112.
Yeah, it probably does.
So,
Was it him?
yeah, but I couldn't think of what his name was. He ended up turning down the alley. He must be going to meet somebody.
No, is he the guy that does the tattoos there?
No, he's the guy that doesn't like me to film it. He always has the hat on. He's got the water bottle on his back. He's one of the guys to work with, Joe.
Right. And why were you going to go run him down?
I'm just going to say hi to him.
No.
I couldn't think of what his name was.
You know, me, so I don't know.
You probably haven't seen his face. You might.
There's a bunch of people standing out there in front of you.
Yep. Hanging out in front.
And you don't have the camera facing that way.
That's all right. You gotta clear off the
Glenn
window
says, I need boots. Any idea? If you go to the dealership, they're going to have a whole lot of boots on sale on when you walk in and go.
It starts
right.
August 1st. They have over, 200 pairs, 2,000 pairs?
A lot.
A lot. So that they were
I would
stocking
get
them yesterday.
early because I think some of the sale boots are certain sizes only. So if you've got a popular size, I'd get there early.
That's at the dealership at Black Hills Harley Exit 55. Now at the vendor tent, at the wholesale tent in town, they usually only have a few choices there. That's more t-shirts that are there and some other weird things they usually have under the tent. But the dealership ends up, which we'll be there on the 1st, because we're going to stop in there. That's where when we do on the 1st. Anybody wants to ride with us? We already had a couple people say they want to do it. We're going to ride to the dealership, Black Hills Harley, because that's opening day for pre-rally. Show you who's all there, and then we're going to ride over and have fried chicken at the chicken place, and then we're going to ride down to 385 if it's not too super hot. If it's really hot, we may turn around, come back, or maybe I don't know if anybody wants to ride on gravel road or not. Or if not, we'll just go back the other way and maybe come back to Deadwood, or we'll see how it all goes. If it's really hot, the road's starting to pick up tar, we're probably not going to ride down it. But yesterday, like I say, we were around on some of the tarred roads that have been freshly tarred around 100 degrees, and it wasn't bad. So we'll have to see what it is. The problem you have there is you got all those stupid big old trucks that are really tearing the roads up.
I think that's why when somebody asks about Fort Midway Road, it's packed down, so it's not gravelly. They did water it already, so hopefully they're not going to water it again, that magnesium water. But it's bumpy from all of the semis going down.
It's hard. They said speed limit's 45 or 40 or something. It's tough on a motorcycle to run 40 or 45 down. You could. I pretty much seem to be between 35 and 40 most of the way on the road.
That's not the whole road. It's okay, and then it's a little bump.
You watch what you're doing. That's why I said if you're going slower, 35 or 40, you can move around on the road and you can stay in the smoothest parts of the road. If you watch the road, what we did yesterday on, was it Hill City Road? What road was that? I kept moving back and forth while I was dodging the tar snakes. Because
Yeah, it was
the
over the
straight
city
ones
road.
aren't so bad to hit when you run over and they're this way, you run over, it moves a little bit. But when they're on the curve and they're the same direction as the road is, you get in one of those, it slides your bike over a little bit.
It does. It's like a
If you
little
hold on,
fishtail.
it's more that it scares you. It feels like your tire is moving, which it is, but it doesn't go very far. But if you hit a couple of those in a row, you might end up dropping your bike. Where it wouldn't really be the bike going down, it'd be more your reaction of it bringing it down. Some of the places are really good about how they did the tar snakes. Some of them we rode on yesterday were flat, like they just poured it into the crack and that was it. Well, a lot of them out here on these roads, they're kind of bubbled up. So when you hit it, it's like jelly that you're rolling on. So be careful about those. Sometimes it's even 80 degrees we've had it. So that doesn't have to be 100
Yeah,
plus
well,
to
I
hit
think
those.
even those first few days when we went out and it was like in the
Yeah.
70s, low 80s, high 70s. So I thought, oh, those aren't going to be any problem. They've still
Some of the
hitting them.
ones we hit out there on the 44 were like that.
But I think when I don't know if somebody different did them this year, but they're real thick.
I think they've done
and
that's
real
been like
white.
that several years.
I don't know, but they're it's
Probably
can't you just feel the little crack.
Probably
No.
the stuff they used before was toxic. You know, some little kid might have got out there in the road and licked on it. And so it's like lead paint. Can't have lead paint because somebody
Kid
let their
might
kids
eat
eat flakes of paint. Don't know who parents don't keep track of their kids. But another story, another time. But we'll see how it all goes.
They're saying it's hot everywhere. Bates book boots, lightweight, cool. What I did, only $98. Bought a new pair just before I left home. So where is that at, Neil? Bates boots.
Never heard of it.
Did you get them on Amazon? I'm assuming. Commercial announcement. Hit that thumbs up. There you go, Neil. Thank you. XM Biker said it's hot everywhere.
Yeah. It's summer. Welcome to the summer. It's almost freaking August. That's the hottest time of the year.
Well,
Most
the other
places.
sad thing is, since there hasn't been any water and they had a real mild winter, they didn't have any snow, the lakes and the creeks are very low. Bridal Falls going down Spearfish Canyon is a trickle. There's not a whole lot of water coming
If you go
down.
to the other ones, you go to Rimrock or whatever it's called.
Rockford Lodge, Rockford.
And then the one on the other side, they've got pretty good water still going down them. There's still good flow coming down. But
I think those two are spring fed.
and I don't know where the one that comes from Bridal Falls. I don't know what. Never been up there on top, so I don't know where that water's coming from that direction. But yeah, the Bridal Falls, it hasn't been really good the last few years anyway, but it's a lot worse this year. If that's the only waterfall you're planning on looking at, just slide on by. You ain't missing anything.
Just look, because you might see a drop go down. I mean, it almost looks like there's a faucet on.
You know, and
It's
the
just a
creeks
steady
are all
stream.
nice and cool. You know, the lakes out here, they still got a lot of water in it. Pactola, also, what's that other lake that's out there by the?
Sullivan.
Is that the one that's in Custer?
Yeah, and ask Google about Sullivan Lake and see what kind of answer you get.
But you bring your swimming suits or bring some shorts, some jean shorts with you in your bike, you know, and slip them on out there and jump in the lake for a while and swim around. And oh, there he goes.
Oh, yeah. I was going to get him back on. Is he coming or leaving?
I know you can't park out front. It's turning around. I know. Let's just looking to see if we were still going.
He had said something earlier, but I was going to get him on if he came in, but he walked around for a little bit and then left. But Bob is 5 to 10% hotter than normal. That's what Rick said in Arizona. Got him on Amazon or Google them, those boots. Love all your videos from the last couple of weeks. All you need is to like and subscribe. There you go. Callie, tell it like it is. Tell them like it is. What else you want to talk about? You want to talk about your breaking news? What might be going on?
So there's something that got. So I'm not gonna tell you even if you guess it. Something happened in 2024 that rocked Sturgis. Okay. Something that rocked it in 2024 is going to happen again in 2026. Next week, we are going to give you all that information. If you're a very good shopper, you've been on Facebook a lot of times, you probably have already heard what's going on, but that's where we're going to leave it at. Even if you guess it, we're not going to discuss it because it's going to come out on the video of breaking news next week. We've got a couple things we've got to be telling you about, and it'll probably be coming out Tuesday or Wednesday.
Wednesday was always your breaking news video day.
Maybe it'll be Wednesday then. I don't know where I'm at on making videos. We got a lot of stuff coming out to show you guys. And I got pretty much all week. I've already got enough videos to finish up pretty much all week long. We're actually getting a little bit ahead. So what we're trying to do is get ahead to where when the rally starts, we can go out with you guys and do some fun rides. We can take you on some of the adventures we do. There's somebody last night we were talking to that lives here. And we told them, they go like, where'd you guys ride to? And we told them, they're like, we've never been there. Where's that at? Where's that at? We need to ride with you guys. So that's right. We find all the great places to ride to. But I mean, when you're spending 9 weeks out here and you're riding around and you're checking things out, it's pretty easy to find some of these great rides that are out here.
You can just make a wrong turn and say, wow, where's this going?
Yeah.
It's like,
and then we also get our locals that tell us, just like the 85, we found out they're going to straighten that out by 2030. It's going to be straightened. And so it's going to be tore up for probably just like the 385 was, probably 5 or 6 years. So that's what I'm saying. Get on that 85 now and go from Spearfish to Newcastle. You don't really even have to go that far. There's really a cool lookout up there, which I don't know if I'm going to get that up on a video yet. We got a lot of stuff. The other day, we probably rode another close to 150 or 200 miles again the other day that we rode. Some of it you're going to see. I don't think that one's coming out Monday.
we chopped it up for different areas that we visited.
Because we don't want to give you, because some of the videos are getting to be too long. Just like the police video. I couldn't put the sheriff and the sergeant and
The chief and the patrol officer.
couldn't get all of them.
It would have been an hour and a half video.
So we shoved it into 2. And for those people that keep saying that we're talking about 2 feet down, you did not watch the video. Nobody said 2 feet down. And we'll leave it at that. Watch the video and you'll hear what the chief says. Also, when you hear the other one that we made on the other police, they talk about it again on there. So once again, if you're telling me that it said 2 feet down, that is not what they said in the video.
You didn't watch the video. You just read the thumbnail.
That's right. Well, we said we were going to talk about 2 feet down.
So much great information. Thank you.
But we've had a lot of people come on that's gone through riding courses and also from DMVs that if you didn't put 2 feet down when you came to a complete stop, you failed the course or you didn't get your driver's license. So in some certain cases, you do have to put 2 feet down. One of the ones that drive me the craziest is a lot of these questions that we've been asking the police officers the last couple of years are actually came from Daytona. Somebody had posted that all the different citations that are written during the Daytona week, and it was like 25 of them. So we did that with the Ormond police, and Tam says, well, why don't you do some of the same questions? So one of the ones that I got a lot of craziness about was the handlebars. How can I could take my hands off and ride with one hand? I'm not going to get me a ticket. Where's this law at? I have only one question to ask you. If you're that person, do you have a car? You have a license to drive a car? Can you drive your car illegally with your phone in your hand, talking on it? There's your answer. So if you're not allowed to be taking a hand off a steering wheel in a car, why would you be legal to take your hand off the handlebars on a motorcycle? Yes, if you're doing hand signals, yes. Is the cop going to pull you over just because you had your drink in your hand, you're drinking it? Probably not. Have they ever pulled me over because you see my Bucky cups in the holder? I'm drinking all the time. But a lot of people got excited about them talking about, a 3-second stop and all this kind of stuff. Some of it, which I was going to make a video on, I probably won't have time to do it. But when we actually had driver's ed some 50 years ago, and they told you. So you time me once I said I came to a stop.
Right here.
Well, you just count 1,001, 1,002. So I just stopped the car. I look right. I look left. I check both of my mirrors in the back. And now I pull forward.
2008.
8 seconds it took me to do that. So what you're doing is you're pulling up and you're looking left, you're looking right, and you're doing your rolling stop. So what happens if some little kid darted out in front of you? It came out of a store.
Or a dog. Or
you're doing your rolling stop. You look left. You've already looked right. Now kid runs out in front of you. Well, you could say, well, the same thing happened to you when you had a complete stop. Yeah, but if I would have caught it, as soon as I went to go look straight, I seen the kid in my thing. I'm already stopped. So I don't have to, jerk the bike or put my feet back down or whatever the case may be. So this is more for when you're in Sturgis. Now, we have heard that the state police have set themselves up at some of the exits. I heard a couple years ago they were underneath the bridge at the cemetery, and they were hitting people there with not 2 feet down. Now, I don't know. If you get a ticket for not doing a stop, does it say you didn't put 2 feet down in the ticket, or did they say you did not come to a complete stop? There's two different things. So if you got a ticket and the cop said you should have put 2 feet down, but he wrote you up for you did not do a complete stop, you got a ticket for not doing a complete stop. So the idea of when the chief talks about it is having complete control of your bike. So if you're doing a rolling stop, you do not have complete control of your bike. If something darted out in front of you, or let's say the old man coming down the street that's not used to having motorcycle people in town is so scared that he comes down the hill doing 40 miles an hour and runs through the stop sign when you're still rolling through the stop sign and you get T-boned, you're probably not going to turn out too well. He's going to survive. But that's the point you have to think about is when you got thousands of people and you got a lot of things that aren't normal. The Sturgis Motorcycle is not normal to anybody that lives there. It only happens once a year. So it's not like something that they're living with. There's more older people in Sturgis than there is younger people. I've done my survey on that. I don't care what anybody says. I've done some checking on numbers. There's more older people living there. They're out driving around during the rally. They're on the roads. They're not used to all these bikes. Once again, you could be pulling up to a stop sign, and it could be one of these guys that you got 10 bikes behind them, and none of them are going to stop at the stop sign. You're just assuming they're going to, and they don't. Now what are you going to do? So once again, that's what it's all about. And then the last thing I say is when you're in Sturgis, you're even out here in the Black Hills. What the hell are you in such a big hurry for?
You're supposed to be enjoying
That's right.
life.
The slower you go, now I'm saying now there's exceptions. I like to go to Iron Mountain. Like the other day we did, I don't know what road we were on, but I kind of slowed down a little bit and I was able to where I could look around because if you're really doing the roads properly, Iron Mountain, Needles Highway, Von Knocker Canyon Road, anyone's like that, all you're doing is looking about 2 feet in front of your bike and you're watching either the white line on the side, they call it a fog line, if you want to call it that. Where we live, they never call it the fog line. Or you're watching the yellow line down the center of the road or the striped line down the center of the road. That's what you're concentrating on because that's the only way you can really make your turns is unless you got a bike in front of you and you're following them. But if they drive off the road, you're going to drive off the road. So you really aren't looking around at your surroundings. You're not enjoying that. But sometimes it is the fun to ride down Iron Mountain Road and do about 50, 60 miles an hour down there and do all the fun curves. That's a lot of fun. Now, did I see anything? No. Other than the road. That's about all I see. So that's the problem that we run into with a lot of people that aren't used to riding fast, especially on curvy roads, is they want the tendency of they want to look around. But you're going around a curve, you can't be looking over there because what happens when you look?
That's the way you go.
That's what they told her in her Rider Edge course that she took.
Wherever you look, because this lady kept falling over. And he says, watch where you're going. Well, she would ride and then she would be like, look down. And I don't know why. And she'd look down and she'd fall over. He says, where your eyes are, that's where you go. So if you're looking down, you're going to fall. And that's true. What she kept doing.
I ride, the faster I ride, the more I concentrate mainly on the road to make sure I'm making the curves, stuff like that. If I even glance around, I went over the line yesterday. I happened to look up at something to the left and I went over the center line. And nobody else was on the road.
Well, there was I saw a deer, and I saw it right as we were coming up on it. We were going around a curve, and I thought if I would have tried to show him where it was at, he would have tried to look. And as we were going around a curve, and I thought he'll just have to miss that one. So he didn't get to see that deer. Glenn says he knows what it is. 2024 and 2026. The special announcement is him.
There you go.
He was here in 2024, and he's coming back in 2026.
There you go. I'm not going to tell you that's the answer.
Hi, Wyrack. What's your schedule for the 10th through the 15th? We'll be getting a puppy, but I don't know what else we'll be doing. I need to sit down and write down. And I did this months before, and I haven't done it yet this year of all the stuff that's going on and what we might do. And
towards the end of the week, it's not as busy as the first part of the week. So we've got like opening the first Friday. There's stuff going on at the museum. We're going to be down there that night at a private show that we'll be filming. We'll be doing that. The 9th, they're doing some stuff out at Stone House Bar. I'm going to try to look that up and find out what's going on. I think they're doing a dedication. Maybe I keep thinking it's Billy Lane's going to be there. I don't know. Here's my phone. Let me click out of here.
Miss Calgon's on. She says leaving the 3rd from Spokane, Washington. Neil says 1 year I cut off a new pair of pants just to jump in the lake. Kind of like it is. So much great information. XM Biker says in the MSF course that I took many years ago, we had to put the non-braking foot down.
There you go. That is actually what the chief said.
Rick says there is only 1 foot down, no rolling stops, must come to a complete stop. Big Man Texas says, have you ever rode the cemetery where Wild Bill and Big Nose Kate is at? Yes, we've been up there before. There's video on it. Yeah, I'll look for it. Big Man says they closed the cemetery down when I was there, or it was walk or don't see. I don't think, did we ride the bike up there to it? I know you had to walk around a lot. I sat there. I don't know. I think you do. I think you have to park,
Then
pay, and then walk in. That's right.
I said if you did it, you wanted to do the tour. Because we found out
The
one of the
tour bus
buses
takes
took
you
you
up there.
all the way up there. If not, you got to climb a freaking mountain to get to it.
Bill, did you mean Calamity Jane? Probably. Yeah, it's Calamity Jane and Wild Bill. Yeah. Daniel's on. How are you guys doing? I'm still around. I've just been here, not leaving any comments. How are you? And how are Bob and Tan? I'm doing all right. That's good to hear, Daniel. We're doing good.
Okay, so here's what it is. It's not who I thought it was. So on the 9th, yes, August 9th at 1 p.m., Brian Clockwork is going to be there from Clockworks. Actor Robert Patrick, a veteran advocate from New York, Mike, and Brian Clock to headline the Heroes Foundation Pentagon Memorial Dedication at Sturgis, and it's going to be at Stonehouse. And that's going to be on Sunday, August 9th at 1 p.m. So it's the Military Appreciation Day for them at the Stonehouse. They're going to have a Pentagon Memorial for the Heroes Walk, which they made a whole new little thing. She didn't think she remembered it, but we filmed it last year.
I think they were building it, but I think
was
it's
there.
finished now.
Yeah, it was. So they actually, if you go to the Stonehouse, they actually do a little thing. The owners talk about it. I kind of would like to go out there. That's kind of on my list for the 9th. I don't know if we're going to do a meet and greet this year. I just don't know how all things go. We might do something maybe with Billy at one of the things he's doing. He's going to do something over at
Pony.
yeah, Steel Pony. And he's also going to be doing stuff out at the swimming pool at
Full throttle.
Full Throttle.
Happy Coil.
Happy Oil. So we'll be maybe one of those. We may do a meet and greet during that. Have a
We
swim
will be
party.
at the content creators.
That's the first Saturday.
Oh.
Noon.
That's when Harley One Forever's get married.
I don't know what to tell you. We're kind of stuck going to that. If I don't hang around that, I don't know what time is he actually getting married. Tell you the time?
I think it's noon. Are you still on Harley One Forever? I don't know. I'm going
Because he should know that content creator too. If he
Yeah.
got passes, he's got to go to that.
Well, he's the one that told us we couldn't get in. Remember, he haven't got his email yet. He's the one that said it. Hey y'all, coming in late. Phil Garrett's on. Big Man Texas says thank you. Rick says, okay. Does anyone know what state law is on feet? What state? This state? We already told you.
It's 1 foot down.
Yeah. Big Man see the grave said from the parking
Well, you need
lot.
to make a complete stop. Now, if you're able to take your bike and you can stop it for 3 seconds or more, then that's adequate. But what the whole point of what the police say, especially on Main Street, you need to have total control of your bike. So if you're doing what they do it a lot of time on bicycles, where they can do that static stop and they kind of move the bike back and forth and they stand on it, do you really have control of your bike? You have control of the bike at that moment, but if some kid ran out, a dog ran out in front of you, could you still keep it up? Like I had one guy wrote me and said he's got a bad leg, and so he can't put down his other leg. So I'm like, I almost wrote the guy and said, dude, what do you do when you come to a traffic light?
Well, I think he said he couldn't put either foot down. One was a prosthetic, and the other leg he can't put down. It's like, well, then I said he must
Hopefully he's
be
on
on
a
a trike.
trike.
I don't know. Yeah, if you're on a trike,
Because somebody else asked that question too. Do I have to put both feet down for a trike? First of all, you don't put any feet. It's a 3-wheel vehicle. You don't put any feet down on 3-wheel vehicles. So we're talking motorcycles. We're not talking.
Steven said, well, here in Murder Beach with the light turn jello, it means hurry up and be
That's right.
careful.
California's like that, and Arizona's like that too. Vegas is like that. Most everybody's get to be that way. Yellow means put it to the floor.
Standing behind you. Oh yeah, maybe.
What?
They said they think they see an like a ghost behind us.
Oh, it's the lights.
I don't know.
Aliens.
Well, they say this. Is that upstairs haunted or down here? Somebody said something was haunted.
Upstairs.
I
Get your volume up again.
don't think so. That's people behind us. Steven said, hurry up and look in the mirror. If the lights are flashing red and blue. Can you tell people where the bus leaves from? What bus? The bus? There's stops in
You have to
on
go. Your
Sherman,
best to go to.
Sherman and Fourth is
It's
where the
good to
buses
go
stop.
to thebus.com
Or Jonesy Bus.
and see
But
their
if you're staying
routes.
at Kathmandu,
If you buy your tickets before August 1st, they're still cheap.
and we talked to the guy. He was supposed to call us back, and he said he might come on. He had talked to his wife. So,
We're at the point where we're contacting like all the bars here this week. If they don't have time to talk to us, I don't care if it's Michael Ballard, I don't care who it is. You just screwed up. You lost out your opportunity to talk to us because we're going to contact everybody one more time. And you know, some people we've already talked to. Woody, we've already Chip. He's going to talk to us again. Curtis at the Knuckle, he's going to talk to us again. Iron Horse officially isn't here yet. They'll be rolling in sometime this next week. When they get in here, we'll see how that all goes about getting some information on them. What else we
talked to
got?
Miss Kitty, but she didn't really go on.
Yeah, she hasn't gone on camera yet. So we haven't really done, but we don't have a problem with that. We'll be able to catch up with her. She's usually, we've never had trouble with her. We just go in there one day and she's like, either do it now or come back in an hour.
With her makeup on. So
No, but I mean, we still do it the same day.
Matt's Adventure said, hey everyone, hope everyone's doing great. Dealing with the nice heat, yes.
This year,
Riding Free in Tennessee says, hi Bob and Tam, it's been a while. Hope to see you guys sometime next week, especially while I'm able to be in Sturgis. Not sure how long I'll be there. Do you have our phone number?
If not, email.
Yeah.
Let me put our email up.
Grandpa Cracker says, the wedding's at noon. I don't know. We're supposed to be. I don't know. Unless we go after the fact. We don't be there right at noon.
I don't know.
David B says, hi from David and Dee Dee. Writing.
So if you want to exchange phone numbers, this is the email you go to. Some of you have been using the Bob and Tam without an S. I don't use that email really that often. I don't even look at it because Neil's the only one that writes on it. So when I looked on it this morning, I seen there was like 3 people ask questions. And I was like, sorry, I normally just do the Bob and Tams and I do our Outlook one, which is the Bob and Tams contact us at bobandtams.com. If you go to the website, it takes you to that one. So
yeah, I'll be rolling into the chip sometime around noon tomorrow. There you go.
Geez, you're already coming in the chip?
That's Riding Free on Tennessee. I guess he's going to stay early. Like he's probably only going to be here a week.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know the chip was letting people in that early.
I'll be rolling into the chip sometime around noon tomorrow.
Okay.
Currently at my dad's across the state. He could maybe pick up the puppy for us.
Now, if he's coming in now.
XM Biker says, howdy, Mike. Crap on a Cracker retracted his statement. What's up, XM? Rick, the difference. Okay. I'm all cut up.
All right. So we're rocking and rolling.
All right.
Knock the table over. That's her issue. She can't sit too long, can't stand too long, can't walk too long. Now she's hobbling away. So lots of things going on. There's, if you're going to concerts, we're doing Sammy Hagar for sure. We're going to be there for a short time. We listen to 3 or 4 songs. We don't stay out till midnight to these concerts. That's the problem with a lot of the concerts. All the main acts come on almost 10 o'clock. So it's really tough for us because we want to get up early in the morning. We don't just stay out that late. By the time we get back, we take our showers at night, get ready to go, get ready for bed, and try to be in bed by midnight. Be able to get up and be ready to go by 8 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be planning some different rides. Like I say, August 1st, we already got that ride down. If anybody's here on August 1st that wants to go down and get fried chicken and go over and see Black Hills Harley, their sales stuff that's going on, check out the bikes, the vendors that are there. That's our first day of riding. We'll figure out some other things to do. We're probably going to be doing some fun stuff almost every day, doing some different rides and stuff. Tuesday, we're actually thinking about going out. Actually, I've already figured this out. Tuesday of the rally, we're going to be going out to Hewlett in the morning. We'll probably head out about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. A lot of the people for Topless Tuesday comes there for lunch and eats lunch. So we're going to hang around there, get a pretty good crowd, get some good shots and stuff like that. We just went to Hewlett the other day. We got some, I think that video's either already came up or it's coming up about Hewlett. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at on videos. I'd have to look on there and see what I got going on. So we got a lot of So Tuesday we're going to do a ride there. I don't know what else we'll do. We may do Devil's Tower. We may go to Aladdin. We're probably going to stop in Aladdin. I don't know if we're going to go into Belle Fourche, look at the center of the world or center of the continent, do stuff like that. We did that the other day too, but they weren't open, but we got some shots of that. I don't know if I put the video up. I don't think I did all that yet. So a lot of stuff I still got to show you of things that are going on. And so that we're going to do on Tuesday. Wednesday, where I am tied up, we're both going to be tied up with the museum inductees, and that starts early in the morning and it goes to like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So we are not going to the Ham Jam on Wednesday. Neil said he's going to go. If you want to go, you can set up something and ride out with Neil. He's going to do the Ham Jam. We are not doing it. We're going Tuesday to Hewlett. We probably will do Custer State Park again, which will be an early morning ride, unless it's freaking over 100 degrees, which we probably won't do it then. But we still might go down there and do Custer. I never realized that there's vendors in Custer. So I'd like to do a Custer ride sometime during the rally too. We have not gone by Crazy Horse yet. We had thought about the other day we might do it, but we ended up doing this other ride that we rode 238 miles that day and rode all over. So yeah, so that one we did. So we'll just tell you what it was, because I probably won't be able to get all that up. We ended up going down Spearfish Canyon. We made a ride on the 85. We stayed on the curvy road till we got to the 585. Made a right-hand turn. That's not a very exciting road. It's just pretty much a straight road. You go through some cattle, and we did see some antelope or something out there. You come into Sundance. We ended up going to Sundance. We ate in Uncle Louie's. From there, we headed over to Devil's Tower. Went to Devil's Tower. From there, we went out to Hewlett. Went to Hewlett. After Hewlett, we went over to Aladdin. And from Aladdin, we went over to Belle Fourche. Did a whole bunch of cool things there. Then we went back to Spearfish. We ate dinner at Killian's. Great place to put on your list. I don't know if I'm going to have time to show you that. Killian's. Put it on your list of places to eat in Spearfish. Put it down. It was really good, and it's a really cool place. Spearfish. Put that on your list. And then from there, we came back. So we left that morning probably about, was it 9:30 or 10 o'clock? And we got home about 9 o'clock. That was a long day. 238 miles.
One of our subscribers went with us, and he made it to the lodge at Spearfish Canyon, and his clutch went out.
Yeah.
So when we got back that night, he's like, wow, you guys go out all day. He's probably thinking, whoa, I'm glad my bike broke down.
Yes, it is hot here. If you haven't changed, if you've got a newer bike that's got a hydraulic clutch, make sure you flush your fluid before you come. Because with the heat and the altitude and stuff, that's causing, when we talked to Fozzie, he was saying that's one of the things that caused clutches out here to go out. So
I told
think
him
about that.
Well, they said, what, 30 or 50,000 miles?
Well, he has 50,000 on his bike. I don't know what they recommend changing it. So I don't know. But if it does happen to you and your clutch is completely gone, if you let the bike sit for about 20 or 30 minutes, it should be fine. You can be able to go back out again until the clutch goes out again. Then you have to pull over and let it cool down. So what will happen is you'll start your bike, put it in gear, it just jumps.
He said it did swim the day before, but he was pulling over and he sat someplace for a while. Then it was fine. So he thought it was just a fluke. Well, did the same thing. And that's what Fozzie, when we got hold of Fozzie, he said, just sit there for a while and it should be fine.
And then he was able to ride it back to Fozzie's over there full throttle and got it fixed.
So Phil says he's getting the Kathmandu on the 4th. Crap on a Cracker says, Cool Whip's
Are they coming
wedding.
out?
Yeah. Cool Whip's wedding is at noon at Bear Butte. Matthew's Adventures.
We'll have to call Rock.
G.
Yeah, and see how long its service is going to be. If we can get in and out of there in 30 minutes,
Yeah, we could go
we
to
can
that
make it over
first
there
and
and
then
make
go
it.
over there. Because a lot of people don't come till usually there's more people there when we leave than when we get there.
Yeah, I don't hang out long at the meet. We don't play all those games. We're not riding mini bikes. I'm not doing any of that crazy stuff. We hang around about an hour and then we're out of there. There's one of our friends who's going to be there. One of our YouTube friends. He's going to be there. New to all of you might not know who they are. Some of you have followed him too. He'll be there, and a couple other new YouTubers that we've been talking to. They're going to be there. It's going to be a really good time. Professional Monkey will be there. I don't know if Adam Sandoval. I don't think Adam Sandoval's ever showed up to it, and which he should be because he was probably like one of the first person that used to get comped.
Yeah.
But he only stayed like 3 days, so I don't know.
He might either be here.
He may not be there on Saturday. I don't know what day he shows up. But now Amsoil Adam doesn't come because he's working. He can't come over because he's over at his booth. So, but pretty much everybody else gets over there. Usually her two wheels. She's usually there. Trying to think who else.
Oh,
I
the
know.
Badgers are there.
Yeah, the Badgers are there. If you know the Badgers, they'll be there. Trying to think of who else we know. Shade Tree, he'll be there. Not Shade Tree, but the Henri one. He's there. He likes to play all those games, so he gets involved with that. So he's there. He's ended up being the MC or something. I don't know why, but he does. And so he's there. That's about all I can think of. There's other people there too. There's some Instagrammers and stuff like that. That I'm not a big Instagram. I put stuff on Instagram, but I don't follow anybody on Instagram. So we do social media now. I've been putting stuff on TikTok, Facebook. Actually, I got one video on TikTok that I put on
Horse Nest.
Got like 8,000 views. I just put one on Moonshine Gulch. Look and see what my views are on that.
So Matt's Adventure says I should be there for the ride August 1st with the grandson. Looking forward to it. Okay, we'll see you there.
Yeah, he's the one that
Where are you
contacted
going
us.
to? Are we just going to leave from Kathmandu?
We're gonna leave from Kathmandu, and then
If any of you guys are out at Rapid City Way, we can meet you at Harley Davidson because we're going to go from Kathmandu to Harley Davidson. So if you're in Rapid, you can meet us there, so you don't have to go back and forth. Neil says, Larry, what time? Gramps 2 says, leaving tomorrow. Hope to run into you guys somewhere. There's our email. So if you don't have our phone number, email us and we'll switch numbers. Speed is bring my bike back to Kathmandu on Monday, tomorrow, or Tuesday. Brett has been notified. He said the shed was fine. Why don't they take it to Susie's and then you won't have to worry about it?
Well, he said Randy. Randy
No.
is the guy that owns Susie's.
No, he said Brett has been notified.
I don't know. So on my views on TikTok, my Moonshine one that I put up last night at 9, I've gotten 2,000 views on that. Actually, if you watch my TikTok, you can actually find out what's happening to breaking news. I did a video. There it is. Boar's Nest is 8,000 views. I'm kicking ass on TikTok. But what you get on TikTok is I got 11,000 on the fire on Kickstand. Kickstand's had a fire.
I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yep. You only seen it if you went on our social media because I did not put that on.
Talking about
We didn't talk about it on our regular
content
channel.
creators meetups. Yeah, he hasn't been to one that I know of. That's I guess Adam Sandoval was talking about. Email sent with my cell phone. I've got your email, Phil. I think, don't I? Riding on 3 Tennessee should be there for it. No plan on taking another tumble this year. Oh yes, let's not do that. Randy said he doesn't have a shed for it. I don't know. Beth told me he did, so I don't know.
We're just going by what they told
so
us.
somebody, I missed it. Somebody said something about the Wild Bill next Sunday, August 2nd, the 150th anniversary of Wild Bill's murder at Saloon 10.
You already looked that up.
But no, they're doing the recreation of the funeral on Monday the 3rd. And that's going to be down here in Deadwood.
See, there's a book here you can pick up. Actually, you can go. You're right. Would you say it was at the bathroom to the left? When you walk
Yeah,
back there?
straight back.
Yeah, I'll get the book and hand it to
Here,
you.
take that back. I was going to take that back. Or set it on their desk or something.
They got a desk back there.
Well, where he sits when he's doing his books. So yeah. So we were gonna. Is it over there? It just said Deadwood. Nope. It just said Deadwood. Nope. It was real thin. It probably was only 10 pages. All right. But anyway, it had a lot of cool stuff and information in there. It actually talked about closing down the brothels. It was May 21st, 1980, I believe is what the date was. It was May something. 1980 is when they closed the 2 brothels that were up here, the one that we did the video on to show you guys. So it had that information in there. It talked about what they were going to do for Wild Bill's recreation of his funeral. So I don't know. I guess they have some records of what happened or how they did it. So they're going to do that. So I was going to talk about that too. So I talked to them both yesterday. Okay. So Garrett said, I see your TikTok videos. Yeah, and it's funny because, I don't know, it was such a big taboo and a no-no and all this stuff. And then a lot of people say, like, restaurant owners and stuff like that, that's how their business took off, doing advertising through TikTok instead of in magazines and on radio and in newspapers. Do they even publish newspapers anymore? I don't know when the last time I even saw a newspaper. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's what they couple of these different magazines I saw. We were over at the Celebrity Hotel over there. I could tell them to run across the street and get one. And it just said Deadwood on it. Deadwood, the Deadwood Experience, maybe it said on it. I don't know. Anyway, it had a bunch of stuff in there I was reading. And he was walking around filming all that stuff in there. I don't know if they'll show all that or not. It just shows all the different celebrity stuff that's in the Celebrity Hotel. And it was kind of like walking through one of the old Hard Rock cafes or Hard Rock hotels or casinos. It was kind of like that. It was over there at the Celebrity Hotel. You want me to go get one? That magazine. It was all the way in the back. No, it doesn't really matter.
How much time we got left? Not a whole lot left.
No. 6 minutes. So no, probably not. We can get it for next week if we.
Well, we can talk about it on the video or something. I don't know. Probably
I
are
wrote
too
it
late.
down.
I know. So we'll go off what she's got. And so just a lot of cool stuff. There's just so much to do. What we may end up doing next year, somebody actually said that that was a good idea. We told 2 or 3 people this, that we may make up something that you could buy from us. It's like a tour book of Sturgis. So it would basically be a video that we put together of all the hot spots. It wouldn't be a lot of us talking. It would be us saying, here's a list of like the 10 best restaurants you should check out while you're in Sturgis. Here's the rides you should be going on. And we'll show a map of where those are all at, to where you can download this and have it for your personal use. Couldn't share it, but you'd be able to, maybe you won't be able to download it. I don't know. We'll have to see how it all works. So we have other people that do the same thing. And way to help support our channel. Because everybody gets a lot of free, great information from us. But in the long run, we don't really make a lot of money doing this. We make no money doing this. And so for us to continue to do this, we're at that critical point in the rally business that the future of next year depends on a lot of things. And it depends on a lot on the money to justify doing this anymore. So we're going to sit down and work out some different things. I'm going to go back and look and on what we're going to start telling you on videos, that if you watch the video that we play, which it'll start later this week because we already got videos done, that if you really think this was informational, you can hit a donate button, which you could give as little as $1 to whatever you want to give. It's got a little sliding bar that you can pick what you want to do. And you put on credit card or whatever you want, PayPal, whatever you want to pay it on. And it's just a way to help support what we do. It's no different than, you buying a book, trying to figure out how to travel someplace or do something, but it's a way that we can maybe justify us doing more rallies or doing more information based on the turn, because we get it to like a Myrtle Beach. We probably had over 24 people walked up to us and said, thanked us so much for doing Myrtle Beach.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. But with this year, what's happened to us is 7 years ago, we were the only ones out here doing videos daily. Nobody else did them. And, most of the guys would be like a week or 2 after the video, they would put a couple videos out showing you their ride or whatever they did. Well, now we got all these guys that stand on the street with a camera and stand here and watch bikes drive up and down the road for 3 hours, and they put it on their channel and people watch that. So we still get the people that want to get good information. Okay. But we're not getting what I call looky-loos. People that maybe don't even own a motorcycle, that just want to see what's going on. I want to see the bikes ride up down the street. I want to see the girls walking up and down the street. I want to see the girls riding motorcycles. Well, we don't have time to do that because we're spending so much time trying to get you the best information to help you with the rally. So that's why this year with Myrtle Beach, we just said we can't do it anymore. Panama City, Myrtle Beach, Leesburg, both of them, we way in the hole. And so it's not justifiable for us to even go to them anymore. So at this point,
we talked to somebody the other day and they said that they were doing their business. Oh, it was the app guy. And he says he gives a business 3 years. If you're not making any money at it in 3 years, you should give it up and try something else. Well, it's been 7 years. So we're 4 years past due.
Yeah.
So
and we've done it mainly because we love doing this. We love giving out information.
And we love meeting you guys.
And the contacts that I've made in this business is everything. But we're at the point now, just like our RV. We only use the RV for Arizona Bike Week and for Sturgis. Well, I'm paying a $500 payment on that thing every single month. And we don't take it at any other time than for rally time. So, yes, you can say, well, get rid of the bike, get rid of it. Well, then there's no way we could stay here for 9 weeks. We can't afford that kind of money. So if you just figured $100 a day for 9 weeks, that would be, we don't even make that in a whole year doing what we do. So it's at the point where we just have to figure out what's going to be best for us. But we would love to continue doing this, but we're going to have some help from everybody that feels that they're getting something out of it. It's no different than which people have. At first, I never really, which did. First 3 years, we never asked anybody for anything. And the idea was we thought, it's free. But if you were paying for cable at home, you're probably paying anywhere from $50 to $150 a month for cable. You are paying to watch TV. Even if you don't watch TV for the whole month, you still had to pay that money. Now, I'm not asking somebody to give me $150 a month,
No.
but even what made us start thinking about this is she tried to interview somebody the other day when we were doing this campground videos for the Sturgis RV Park that they said, no, I don't do anything on YouTube because you charge $1 for everybody that watches it. And I'm like, no, you don't charge anybody. YouTube is free. Unless you want to join one of the groups, membership groups, or if you're watching Patreon, which we don't really put in. I don't really put anything on Patreon anymore. We're probably going to end that up here this year. So if you're putting money into Patreon to help us out, you may want to switch over to our regular membership down here, which I am putting some clips on there. We're doing some lives on those. We've done a few. I need to do another one on that. Cam's time was coming up on that too. But that's what I thought. I thought, well, heck, if I got $1 for everybody that watched, I'm not asking for $1 for every video though.
Well,
but I mean,
if you subscribe for $1 a month, and we have 33,000 subscribers, I mean, even if 100 of you do it, I mean, that's still more than we're making now on the videos.
Some of the videos that we've made, the low end right now, the video that we made the other day on the flags for the 4th of July. Now, it was only a short video, not expecting a much. I made under $5 on that video. It probably took me, we spent a lot of time. We went around and filmed all these flags and stuff. So we probably had 3 or 4 hours in it, plus me editing it.
And that was when you had trouble with, wasn't it? The music?
Yeah, because I had to get it out. Some of these videos we spend all day. And then it could be a whole nother day that I've edited to get it all finalized. We got a video right now that I'm working on now. The video we just did for Monday, we spent 4 days getting that video finished. And I don't know what the viewer was. The video came out Saturday, which is up here looking at the brothel. It's the last original conditioned brothel when they closed it down in May of 1980. The FBI came in. The reason they closed it down is because they were selling alcohol.
Yeah.
It wasn't gambling.
No.
That's been alcohol. Wasn't for prostitution. It was for selling alcohol because they didn't have a license. So it was very interesting. Doug told us that. So if you watch the video, you'll know that. And so that's where we're at this point. We're just trying to figure out where we're going to go in the future. We still got 2 more rallies this year, or 3 more rallies this year. We're doing the Hog Rally down in Branson. And then we're doing Lake of the Ozarks. And then we're flying down for Daytona, Oktoberfest. Now, they're paying us to do that. But we had a place to stay, and that ended up not turning out now. So I'm trying to negotiate to figure out, because we weren't going to rent a car this time, to try to actually
save some money.
Yeah,
maybe make some money.
Yeah. So the motorcycle we're set with, the Midwest Motorcycles, they said that they give us a bike to ride. And so the place we were going to stay at, she doesn't know if they'll have trouble with putting trailers on her lot. Somebody sent some money. $20. I don't know who it is. I can't see it.
No, I can't. It didn't come up on mine yet.
It is Sandy Morse.
Oh, thank you, Sandy. Yeah, there it is.
It came up mine on faster because mine's the original one she's watching on TV. So thank you. Pating to you. There you go. You get a pating anytime you give money.
This is crap on a cracker.
Oh. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes.
And it all adds up. And it just every little bit helps. We have some people that buy us lunch or dinner. It is. Some place we've ate at, it's like $45, $50 for
I know. It's really, usually we can get by with $20, $25 normally. Sometimes we'll split a meal. Sometimes, we usually just get whatever is cheaper. And my stomach's been all upset, so I really haven't been eating. And it's still been $35. And it's like, geez, he gets a drink. I'll eat a bite of his sandwich. I might get a cup of soup or mac and cheese or something. And that's it. And it's still like $35, $40. I'm like.
And so that's not even, that's before rally. So we're not eating at any really high end. You know, we're not buying a $60 or $70 steak or a $40 steak even. But it's most of the time you're going to eat a meal. You're usually around $15 per person as an average. And then if you buy a drink, it's anywhere from most of them are anywhere from $2.99 up to about $5.99 for a soda. Yeah. And so it's not, it adds up. So then she gets the water, so we're not paying anything of that. But if she gets a $15 meal too, well, then you got 30 plus, you got to leave a tip. So we got to leave them something, $4 or $5 for a tip. And, but yeah, it's
so,
tough.
Writing 3 says, I'll be stopping at the barbecue place off the Blackhawk exit again. That was a great place last year. Great find you done with that one. Yeah, that was one of the first places we found. We came out here. XM Biker said a book would be a great idea. Sandy said Daredevil Wednesday coming back this year at the Chip. Yes, they will be at the Chip. Steven said a tour book with a map would be great. Get some restaurants to advertise. Neil says barbecues at exit 52. Yep, it's a great place to go. Nicholas. Oh, flies are getting thick.
These flies do bite.
Yes.
And they've cut all the fields. And that's what happens is there was no flies we got here. And then once they start cutting the fields, I don't know. Somebody said they're not in the ground. They're hovering over the ground. They make their nest. And so when they cut it, that's what gets them all coming out. I don't know. All I know is they come after they cut the field. That's when these freaking flies come out and they bite you.
They hurt. When we were out there at the
and they're so slow too. If you're fast enough, you can smack them pretty quick. They're not the brightest guys in the world.
So Nicholas said, hi, Bob and Tam. Sandy gave us $20. Thank you very much. Michael Steenson says that sucks that you can't make money on YouTube. They seem to have plenty of commercials.
Yes,
yeah, I know. So it's the YouTube making the money, not us. Chris Epic says you guys are the OG Sturgis information
If we
channel.
could get somebody to help us design, I can't do it here. He pays a guy a lot of money to make designs. We can't pay that much money. You know, Monkey's really good. I don't know who he's got that's doing his shirts. I don't think he'll tell me.
Lemonade's on, free lemonade.
And, but if we started doing it more of that, see, with us putting videos out every single day, it's really hard for us to sit down and do other stuff, you know, like design T-shirt stuff. She's trying to do some stuff on, you know, AI and stuff like that. But it's just not easy. It takes a knack, and we're just not very artistic. So I said the videos, you know, I'm not TV quality videos that we make. We're more vloggers that we do. We don't really make things super, super fancy. One, I don't have the time. I've got to, you know.
Not doing a video every night. That's what he said. If he could do a video once or twice a week and spend 3 or 4 days on it, he said he could make them a lot better. But a lot of you guys just want to know the information, so you're not looking for high quality, high tech stuff.
Just want to know the stuff.
Yep.
Tell us what it is.
Bill says he's going to try to go to the St. Ange Bar on Tuesday the 4th, Taco Tuesday. Another idea, I don't understand why some of the places you go don't pony up with some ad money on the work you do. You know, and some people talk about that, but then they never.
I don't know.
Why was it Jerry Maguire? Show me the money.
So I don't know. We've never really. Well, I did say something to somebody this last week, which I don't know if they really got it or not. That I told them that we, you know, because he told me how much business they get from us, and they're like, see, I think because people have always said too, why don't the bars pay you? Well, the bars, I've tried to stay away from getting any money from them. Because the idea was we want to be able to have full access. We want to be able to talk to the girls. We want to be able to walk around the bar and get all the content that we want because it's priceless. So it's like it's the full throttle. We're the only YouTuber that he allows back there around. We should be able to meet Sammy Hagar. I'm not guaranteed we get him on camera, but we should be able to get a picture. But we might be able to. He's pretty independent, so he might say something to you guys and put on camera. We'll have to wait and see how it all goes. But, you know, at the Buffalo Chip, we tried to get back there. They promised us everything, and nothing ever happened in the back. Woody this year has been really good. He's been on a bunch of videos. This year, the Buffalo Chip videos have done pretty good. But, I mean, it just most of our videos were averaging $20 to $40. There's a couple of ones I've made a little more than that, but very few.
Yep. So Randy says, simple is always classy. And Neil says he always carries a swatter on his bike.
Yeah, right now there's a ton of them in here.
Yeah,
that's because it's getting cool later in the evening now.
They said, Neil says, if you want to go to any movies, then pay up. It's awesome informational channel. Yep. So
we're going to figure out, I looked up today to find out how to put a donation, which I don't know if it's on our channel already. If you're looking at our channel, is there a button that says donate? So I looked the video up to see if we could do this. And so I got to go back. I can't do it on the phone. I got to do it on my computer. And so when I get back, I'm going to look up and see if that donate button's on there. And so then we're going to start saying that she's going to add that to her spiel that says, if you like the content that we're hearing today, you know, you could send us a donation. They used to have one that a couple of our YouTube friends have used, which is called Buy Us a Cup of Coffee. And I don't know what it does. The guy that sings.
Oh, Traveling Robert.
He does it all the time. Well, I thought that was YouTube that did that. Well, when I looked it up today, it didn't show up. I was going to say, you know, you can buy us a cup of coffee, which you buy us a cup of tea or whatever. It's more like just donating to the channel, help support it. And so, like I say, I've got to look and see when my Patreon renews, because it cost me like $300 for Patreon, and we're not making that much money on Patreon right now. So I'm looking. You have to cancel Patreon. I also have to cancel the company that actually puts the videos on there for me. So, because we're not really doing a lot of Patreon anymore. If you're on there, switch over to one of the other channels if you want to support us, because I do still get
We have some membership.
like $100 and something a month. I think I get still from some of the people on there. So I don't know, but there you go. So I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so.
So wrap up the video. Wrap up your video.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. We love all you guys. Have safe travels if you're coming out here. If you're staying at home, be safe at home. I hope it cools off some all the way across the United States, because I think it's hot everywhere. I'll be praying for some cooler weather. Don't forget to support our sponsors. They're the ones that get us out here to get the information. And don't forget to tell them Bob and Tam sent you. If you visit any place that we've gone to and say, I saw it on Bob and Tam, and they'll say, who the heck is Bob and Tam?
Oh, what kind of bike did we see today?
A patriotic bike?
No.
No? Bike.
I missed it the first time.
Oh, we saw a street stalker. It went up and down the street.
I
And
got it the second time.
we said, he said, oh, there goes the bike. I said, I think that's a street stalker, the one that we gave away for our veteran.
Yep.
And I said, it even had the red thing on the front. And he said, the camera wouldn't come on. And
I
then
just
we
turned it off and it didn't come back on.
And then when we were walking back, it came by again.
But there was
so,
a car, so I only got a glimpse of it. So I got to see if I can save the picture.
so anyway,
So that's pretty cool.
subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
I want to thank everybody. We had about a good crowd today. Most of it was around about 150 most of the time.
I
So
saw that.
we're getting close to Sturgis, so we get a little more people watching. If it cools down a little bit, we'll be doing some out there in front of
The Knuckle?
Loud American. And then also on the Knuckle in their new stage. We've talked to him, and he
The
said
new,
he'll give us the table up there on
platform.
top, so we could do some lives up there. So you might see some lives on during the rally instead of us making a video, because doing a live makes it really easy. I don't have to edit. It's done. And then a bunch of people watch it.
There you go.
With that, we're going to leave you right here in wonderful Sick
Downtown.
Boy Motorcycles in Deadwood, South Dakota, in the good old USA.
That's right. We appreciate all you guys. We love all you
I'm
guys.
being attacked.
Here, let me get them flies for you.
Let me get that fly. I'm going to tweak you there. I got to go up here and end it, right? I
No,
guess.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, the X.
I think it's up there. All right, there it is at the bottom. So, sorry. Hey, we still got 95 people on. Can you believe that?
We're saying goodbye. Did you see me beating him up? Bye.
We'll see all you later. We got another video coming out on Monday.
There you go.
Now we're going to end it.
Monday.